Good morning, la 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 la. Good morning to you and you and you and you, Debbie Bulford. How the devil are you?
I'm extremely well, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Not just well, just extremely well. Now, you've actually retained quite a lot of your tan, haven't
Have
you?
I? Oh.
Yeah. You're looking
Thank you
good,
very much.
woman. You're looking good, and I'm liking the top, and I'm liking the hair, and the overall look is working.
Thank you.
Yeah. This is Debbie, everybody, who is just, frankly, she's ace. We love her to bits. Now, Debbie, I don't know if you have met Debbie before. Morning, I'm Lucy, by the way, if you've not met before. Hiya. Debbie, if you've not met her before, is our Sculpey Clay expert. And today, we're going to focus quite a lot on Sculpey Clay, as well as lots of other goodies for you. And I tell you what, today's show is packed. We're going to start the weekend now. When are we starting it, Cassie? Now. When are we starting it, Ryan? Now. Morning, Ryan. How are you? This is Ryan, everybody. He's our English gentleman type of person. Yes. How have you been, Ryan?
Good.
Yeah. Any I'm fine, thank you. What? Any gossip? No gossip. No, I haven't got any gossip either. I spent 3 days. Pardon?
Apart from your baby.
My baby's not gossip anymore. It's old news now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've spent 3 days organising my life, and I could do with about another year. Just to sort, you know, when you just need to sort things out, like.
You're not nesting, are you, already?
No,
Oh, right.
no, I'm not into that yet. Well, sort of, maybe. No, I have to do things. You know, when you've got things to do, like send off your proof of no claim to the car insurance, post birthday cards. I've got so many birthdays of friends and family in the next few weeks. Pay bills, take back carpet samples and fabric samples that you've had for about 6 months in the back of the cupboard. Do you know, I've had one of those few days when you've just got to get on top of your life. And yeah, that's been really exciting. Sending back my car insurance proof of no claims was the most exciting part of it. I know, how cool is that? Right, and without further ado, shall I show you some exciting things that are going to be coming up in today's show? So we've got 3 stunning kits, and I'm telling you, they are absolutely stunning. One of them has got Debbie Bulford written all over it before it's even been put together.
Yep.
Oh yes, oh yes. And of course we are going to be focusing a little bit on the Sculpey Clay as well today. But let me show to you some of the brand new strands that we have in today's show. Look at this, look. We're going to go so low on everything today. We're just going to do like amazing prices. You're watching Jewellery Maker. We are the only dedicated jewellery making channel in the, I believe, in the whole of Europe. It's exciting, isn't it? And we are one of the largest sources of genuine gemstones in the world as part of the Genuine Gemstone Company. Therefore, we get amazing quality at amazing prices. This is one of the strands coming up in today's show. Another one, which it's agate again with quartz. Look at these. Look at these. Oh, this is Carla, my producer's absolute favourite. They're gorgeous. Oh. Do you know, they just make me think of treacle toffee and things. Bonfire night's not too far away, is it?
Oh, don't.
Isn't it officially autumn tomorrow? Is it the 22nd of September?
Goodness me.
Yeah. Is that right? Ollie says, let's skip autumn, might as well go straight into winter. What's happened to this Indian summer we're supposed to be having in September? It's in India. Yes, it is. Thank you. Now we're also going to do an amazing price on these. Feast your eyes on these ones. The colours, the natural patterns that are occurring. That is stunning banded agate. It's beautiful. Really beautiful. Now there is another strand that I want to show to you. Now it will fly out. We're going so incredibly low on it. They are beautiful, 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 genuine freshwater culture pearls. Look at the colour of those. Aren't they pretty? Aren't they pretty? Even Ryan is agreeing with me there. But should we start with our early bird special? Okay. The early bird special this morning, and could I see the call screens, please? Thank you very kindly. The early bird special this morning is probably one of the best early birds we've ever done. And we went, should we do this early bird special? Should we give people the chance to keep watching? And no, do you know what? We're just going to fling it at you. We're just going to go for it. Now, it is a strand that will sell out categorically today. It will sell out. We haven't had anything like it for a long time, and we're going to do an incredible offer on it for our early bird special. Now, the reason we do these early bird specials is to get you start buying, to make a purchase first thing. Because once you've shopped once, you might as well take advantage of only one post and packaging price for the whole of the day, okay? So it's only £2.95 for your raw mail facility, and it's only £4.95 to have it couriered to your door. And our warehouse is getting sorted all the time now, and I know delivery times have really quickened up, and we're almost on top of everything, which is just brilliant. So sorry about those delays you've experienced in the past. We said it might take a bit of time, and it has, but we're getting onto it. So you could get these in the next few days. They are just gorgeous. And look at the size of them. Oh yeah, this is genuine citrine. Yes. Look at the colour of this. Now it's gone through a dyeing process to enhance that natural colour. So there's a natural colour in there, it's been enhanced by a dyeing process. Now they're 9mm in diameter, and they are faceted, but they're saying a faceted round. They've not got 128 facets on each one as you'd usually expect. They're a bit more of a contemporary look. I have got so many people already taking these in their baskets. Honestly, how many times have you seen our citrine strands previously? And what sort of prices would you expect? And I just love those sort of, do you know what I really think people will be attracted to this for as well? How many of you have been asking for amber, and we just can't get any decent amber for you in stock? We just can't get it in at the moment. And so we can get amber, but we can't get decent amber. So for sort of an equivalent look, I think this is going to be amazing. And I think it really complements the rest of the strands we've got as well. I would urge you to get on the phone line. So this is genuine citrine. It's gone through a dyeing process to enhance the natural colour. It's given it a slightly sort of amber feel. Now they're flying out on the web. A quarter of the stock's already been allocated. They're gonna go quickly. I can honestly say, put my hand on my heart and say, yes, just like that, Ryan. Put your hand on your heart and tell me that it's true. Ooh, oh. Put your hand on your heart and... Who was that? Sang it? Was that Kylie Minogue? Yeah. Anyway, back to the citrine. I can put my hand on my heart and tell you that it's true that I honestly don't think we have ever done, for this carat weight of really good quality citrine, I don't think we've done a price this low before. What do you reckon? You're going to be blown away. Not £18.95. We're doing it for £8.95 this morning, and it's a case of first come, first served. This is genuine citrine. It's gone through that dyeing process to enhance the natural colour. As we talk about quite a lot, about 95% of genuine gemstones in the world, not just here at Jewellery Maker and the genuine gemstone. Pardon? Out of how many hundred did we have? We've got 30 left. Oh. You'll be answered in the order that you call in. Congratulations to everybody who's getting it there on the website. Check out your baskets as soon as you can though, because if you don't, you're going to be you're going to have it taken out of your basket. We've got a lot of people on the phone lines, and the way it'll work is if you've got it in your basket and you haven't checked your basket out yet, if there's somebody waiting to have it on the phone lines, they'll have yours out of your basket because it's on a first pay, first serve basis. Hope that makes sense. £8.95. I know, amazing. In fact, I'm going to pass this over in a minute once this is, once we move on to the next thing. I'm going to pass it over. Cassie, Ollie, my director, wants to get his hands on this. My director, our director, I don't know why, he's mine. So I'll pass this over. So hold the phone lines. You're going to be in the order that you call in. I can't guarantee everyone on the phone line is going to be successful, but Ollie wants to have a little gander of that one. Thank you, Cassie. Right then, Ryan, are you all right? Are you a bit excited? Can I just say, now we've just done that strand, can we just have a quick look at these? I love them. Don't you think they'd look amazing with those? Don't you think? What did you just say before? Oh my word, yeah, there is. I've got a tiger iron pendant coming up for you. This is amazing phenomenon. Let's go. Oh, now, Debbie.
I've seen it already. I've seen it.
You're having it.
I've seen it.
She's having it. She's seen it. She's having it. Oh yes, it's brand new, and we're bringing it to you later. Oh, and it's been now this is nice, isn't it? Because it's been drilled. It's been drilled so it'll go right across. That is amazing. I can imagine that working with the citrine. Oh, isn't that gorgeous?
Lovely. It is beautiful.
Now, talking about gorgeous and beautiful, should we go and look at some polymer clay? Let's do it. So, Debbie, you're joining us today. Now, we're going to be focusing quite a lot on polymer clay today, aren't we?
We are.
And what sort of things are we going to be looking at? Because we're not going to give Debbie a challenge day because she's got no time to do a challenge today, basically, because we're going to spend the majority of our time with Debbie over here, which is ace. So we have got the starter kit.
We have got starter kit. You're right there. Can you get in there?
Yeah, fine. Yeah, fine.
Very, very large one.
That big. Yeah. There's a human in there, that's why. There's a human.
So I put a bundle together the other day that is really for the backdrop of all the gems that you'll get for Christmas.
Oh, great.
Think about the little black dress. So I've gone for black, just black clay
Little
and
black
silver.
dress, can it be a black tent?
It can be a black tent.
Brilliant.
Yes, you can all use these as your tent guide.
Lovely.
So I've, you'll see the bundle later on, but I've really concentrated on the black because it is so important. Everyone who's done the workshops will know you use so much black in your canes. It highlights everything. But I wanted to use it in a different way. So there's a little bit of jewellery here just to show you using the extruder.
And just before we go on to this, just so you know, we're going to be showing you some demos now. The next thing we show you later in the show, we're going to talk through the whole starter kit. But we thought rather than starting with the starter kit, we'll show you things that you can do and you go, oh.
Is that what you do?
Yeah,
Very good.
That's what you might do.
Okay.
And then you'll get a real understanding for it, so the starter kit makes sense rather than just starting with the starter kit and you'll be bombarded with all this information. So we're going to see it in action, and then we'll talk about the starter kit a little later in the show. Right, Debbie, oh my word, where do we start? This is just...
Well, that's only half of it. I've got some more jewellery down here, but I wanted to do something with the extruder because the extruder can be used not just... Extruder. Not just for putting colours in and making canes. It can be used to make beads. I mean, this is just like wire-wrapped beads. These are wrapped beads just with extruded clay. And then I've used the gleam, which you use with the jewel enamel, but you can obviously use it with the clay. I've used the gleam to rub on top.
Because it looks like you've combined different colours there.
No,
so that's just with the gleam on the top.
Just to make it look like gunmetal, really.
Ryan, please may we get a close-up on one of these so we can see it's literally the extruder.
It's just extruded, lots of little snakes of extruded clay. Really strong, very strong.
When I first looked at it, it looks like very beautiful, almost like it makes me think of antique roses.
Yes, I know what you mean. And you can do these with different colours. I have done 3 or 4 strands of bright colours and twisted those together.
Wow.
And you know, children love that sort of thing. It's so
beautiful.
easy to do.
So we're going to see this in action in a minute.
You'll see that later. And then you'll see these beads as well.
Oh, no,
that's the same.
Gorgeous.
Looking like a very well-known brand.
Isn't it just?
I know. And those have got the little the little inserts inside, which I'll show you how to use later.
Oh, okay, these ones, yeah.
Because those are in the polymer clay bundle.
Brilliant, 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 brilliant.
Okay.
We're going to be bringing you a bundle very shortly. So this is really start getting your heads around it. And also, what I love about it is I thought I had sort of got my head around polymer clay, but this is bringing me something, well, I thought it's like, yeah, polymer clay, I know. Not that I know all there is to know, but I thought I'd had, you know, sort of quite a lot of knowledge. I thought I'd seen quite a lot of things. But then coming in the other day when you had your clay course on and you've been on a course yourself, isn't that brilliant? Our designers continually are educating themselves.
Oh, I had a wonderful time.
But then, oh my word, what you had made was just, I'd never imagined it could have been made from polymer clay. Coming in today, this is a whole new skill set for that genre of jewellery making as well. So it just goes to show that even when you think, oh yeah, I've got this, There's always new things to learn, and I'll put my hands up and I was like, oh right, yeah, polymer clay, yeah, I know what sort of know
Well,
what
it doesn't
you do with
have to
that.
be very colourful. People think about polymer clay and they think about the traditional flowered beads.
Yeah.
Very, very English, very twee. It's not like that. It can be very contemporary.
And this is, yeah.
I just wanted something for beginners to have a go with the extruder and make something for Christmas.
Beginners. I'm liking this because it looks very advanced. Look at that.
That's only just one pendant. Obviously, it's a rubber tubing that makes it look a little bit different. But,
I love that. I love the way you've used the rubber. Look at that for the way that Debbie's used the rubber tubing. That genius. You're a genius, woman. And then these gorgeous, you see, this is a great way of seeing those sort of more as actual beads. So you're going to do a bit of a demonstration.
a bit of a demonstration. Right.
And is this everything you're using here? Is this included in the bundle that you've put together?
This is from the start. The white is from the starter kit because there's no white in the bundle.
Okay.
The black is in the bundle. But just to show you how you can get going.
Okay.
This is for real beginners when you first open your starter kit and you want to do something a bit different. So here we go. When you take your clay out of your packet, you have to condition it. Now, condition it just means to make it soft. It's to combine the plasticizers with the pigment that's inside. So you just need to make it soft, and you can normally tell if it's soft by just bending it in half and there's no cracks across the top. But most of the clay that I've used from Sculpey have been, and everyone from here, I have to say, have been perfect. I mean, they're so soft when you get them out of the packet. They're really nice to work with. So what I'm going to do today is to show you something really simple and how to blend two colours together. So I have put through my clay roller just a small sausage of white, and I'll show you the clay roller in a second. A small sausage of white to make it into that shape. It doesn't have to be perfect square, doesn't matter. And I want to make it into a sort of triangle. So I'm going to double it over and make it into a triangle. And I'm going to do the same with the black that I did earlier as well. You can see that you don't have to be absolutely perfect. I'm going to put those two together. As long as they make a square, a rectangle, they're fine. So I'm going to fold that over the top, like that. Then I'm going to move over to my clay roller and put this through my rolling machine, okay?
And just at this point, sorry to interrupt you, Debbie.
Carry on.
Just at this point, to let you know, if you're thinking, oh, I haven't recorded this or anything, the show will be on repeat and it will be on YouTube as well. So don't worry if you don't take all of it in now, you'll be able to watch it then as well.
So on the clay roller, you have a dial on the side that's a ratchet dial. So you pull it out and you turn and it clicks into position. And you have a clamp which goes under the desk, which goes through the hole inside here, and a handle. And you wind the handle and it pulls it through the machine. Now when it goes through the machine, it goes almost like leather. It's beautiful. And once you've used one, I have to say, you'll never go back to just using a rolling pin.
No, especially for the price, I think.
Exactly. I'm just going to move that to a smaller number. I'm going to put this through at least 6 or 7 times. I mean, this is just going to go black and white, obviously, but I want it to graduate, and you'll see why in a second.
Now, while Debbie's doing that, also appearing on your screen will be details from Polymer Clay Pack. That's the lowest price it's ever been to today. So it'll appear on your screen, and then we'll go through the details of it. That is gorgeous.
Now, once you've done that, I mean, it's only black and white,
Have
but
you
just to show you.
that top?
No, actually, I haven't thought about it. No, I haven't actually. Put that on my tile. I'm just going to cut it straight and put that to one side. Don't throw away any scrap clay because we use that all the time. That's what usually is inside the beads, and then the veneer on the outside is the pattern. So I'm going to cut that in half and put it on top of each other. Okay. And I'm going to cut it in half again and in half again. So now you've got a strip with the dark to the light. Whoops, and I'm going to turn this one round and put the light to the dark and just put on top of each other. Now, if I put that just to one side for 1 second, I've cut out a circle. This cutter is in the starter kit again. Everything here is in the starter kit, all right? So what I want to do is to take a slice of my design. Can you see how it's just graded in colour?
So everything that you're using,
Is in the
and the
starter
black
kit.
and the white, you get in the starter kit.
So I just
We're
thought I'd
going to
do
launch
something.
the starter kit soon.
Just thought I'd do something completely for beginners, so they could,
Yeah.
they know that they could make everything I'm doing here. They could make with the starter kit. One last slice. Now, I've also got a second piece here, and I want to cut out a second circle and cut out a design. Now, what I want to do is put these together like this. Whoops. Fit the colours together. Doesn't matter if it's a little bit scruffy, because we can sort those out, it's not a problem at all. And cut out a circle of the design. Okay, just need my roller just to flatten it a little bit. Again, the roller that I'm using is in the starter kit, just to push it out a little bit.
The only thing that's not in the starter kit is the I want to call it a pasta machine.
Yeah, clay roller, same thing. It's the same thing really.
The actual machine.
Yeah, so I'm going to cut that design out. Lift it with my blade, put it onto my blank that I've got here. There.
Can I just ask, that bit that you've cut off there, is that thick enough to be a bead?
Yeah, you could make a bead out of it.
Okay.
And then,
pure selfish question.
That's fine. Roll it together. I'd probably put a little bit of cling film over the top and actually make that nice and smooth.
Okay.
But you can see there that you've made not a perfect pendant, but you have made a pendant. I'd probably work and work and work at that to make it really smooth. I get a tiny bit of cling film, you see the difference.
And any type of cling film is fine. You don't have to look out for specific plastics or anything.
The nice thing about putting cling film over the top is it smooths out your fingerprints, but you can really push the clay, but you're not actually moving the pattern. You're not distorting the pattern. So I'm rubbing and rubbing and rubbing and making sure it's nice and smooth. All my fingerprints are gone. Push it through with the cutter. That's better, much better. You see the difference probably. You just need to get off all the little bits that are around the outside. And there's
look at that.
a really nice pendant.
That is just beautiful.
So, something really simple that beginners can make. Really simple.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Okay, so don't feel daunted by the clay. It's easily done. Easily done. Okay, and just keep all the rubbish and all the scraps, and they will be used, I can assure you, at a later date.
Debbie knows this, and I've done polymer clay with her before. I just get so excited about scrap clay because you never quite know when you cut into it how it's going to look. And I really like it when you do panes with scrap.
We can do that if you want to. Here's the scrap clay I've just picked up, and I've literally just rubbed it together. Right, with scrap clay, to get the patterns, I twist and twist and twist and twist and twist, and then put it together again.
That's so nice already.
And you normally see a face in the middle of this, and this is going to be huge. You can cut slices actually if you wanted to and get some nice designs. Or look at that.
Isn't it cool?
Now, there's normally a face.
Yeah. I can say, no, turn it the other way.
That way.
The way that you had it.
That way?
Was it?
Other way.
That way. Yeah, that way. That looks like, I can see, you know those gorgeous little dogs that have got big droopy eyes and big droppy jowls? Like, can you see that?
Dear.
Look, that's his little nose.
Oh dear.
We're going to do.
They always turn out nice.
Yeah, they do. They really do. Oh, do you know what? I'm just in my element. I love this, and we're going to spend loads of time with Debbie throughout the show. First thing to launch for you is we're going to do the Jubilee. It's been named Jubilee because of the colours that are involved here. Debbie, could you please talk us through what we've got here?
Okay. We have got here some fantastic colours for Christmas time, because we have got frost white, which is white with a glitter. Really pretty.
And will that come out white, or will it just add a glitter into things?
It will add a glitter into things. It will just take the colour tone down a little bit, but not too much.
Okay.
But also when you're making your clay, don't worry, you think, oh, it doesn't look very glittery. Actually, when you heat it, the glitter seems to come to the top.
Oh, right, okay.
Nice. Then you've got red glitter, perfect for Christmas decorations.
Oh, yeah.
And then...
Remember all those Christmas decorations you did last year?
I know, yes. Gosh. Then you've got blue granite. Now this has got tiny particles in that do shine. Not as much as the glitter, but they do shine. And then you've got blue, this beautiful blue glitter.
Yeah,
okay, put that there to go with the glitters.
Love that.
And then you've got two shades of red. Perfect again for Christmas. And you've got...
I'll just bring that into shot for
Sorry,
you.
sorry.
No, it's okay, because we've got Ryan multitasking. He's doing
my goodness me.
3,000 and million one things at the moment.
And then we've got the
working
basic
cameras.
white, and then we've got the lovely French blue, French navy.
So you can see that we've almost got all of them. In fact, if I just wiggle it around there, we'll probably get them all into shot.
There we go.
There we go. And you're going to get today for the lowest price it's ever been. $11.95 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them.
$11.95.
$11.95 for 8.
Oh my goodness.
Do have a look at anywhere, because this isn't a brand that's exclusive to us here. So you can price compare and see if you can get 8 of these packs anywhere else for $11.95. It's only one post and packaging price all day, and of course it's only $2.95 for your delivery all day, and it's working out less than £2 a pack. Less than £1.50 a pack.
Should be about £16 that pack.
Really? Oh, we're at $11.95. There you go.
Goodness
so
me.
we've got lots of things then coming up throughout the show regarding polymer clay. We've also got our usual kits as well. You've seen we've got some stunning strands. I've got the most amazing 3-strand pack. I've got a 3-strand pack coming up for you, going under £15 for 2 strands of amethyst and some massive, beautiful, genuine freshwater cultured pearls. We'll do those quite shortly, actually. But right now, let's go to the Wall of Fame. Over to Debbie.
Right, this is number 323. How would you say that?
Venetia.
Venetia in Dudley with her entourage, it says on here.
Oh!
Good morning, Lucy. Oh,
Hello.
good morning, Lucy. And whichever wonderful designer is with you today.
Bobby on today,
This is the bracelet and earrings set I made with lapis lazuli, beryl rounds and sterling silver, all from Jewellery Maker for the Wall of Fame. Hope you are all well. I can see Noodle is swelling nicely, and hope Fonzie and Drew are well, and love to all at JM. Can't wait for the memory wire cutters to come back into stock. Oh right, as I have wire, but I can't use it. So I thought I'd send in a picture of my creation. Lots of love from Venetia.
Venetia, it's gorgeous. It is gorgeous, and
Like
thank you very much for your message. Fonzie had a manicure pedicure yesterday. That's the house rabbit. Basically, he had his nails trimmed at the vet and his teeth done. And Drew is fine, thank you. He's been on Gem's TV this morning presenting, and Noodle has only got 10 weeks left. Oh my word, where has the time gone? But thank you very much for your message, and your jewellery is beautiful. Gorgeous. Oh, yeah, it's me. Right, baby brain. 319, this is lovely, and it's from Kathleen. I don't know, love Marcel K. Kathleen. Hello, you multi-named fabulous person, you. Hi, all at JM. My first, check it out, white Christmas necklace. Mate, do you know what? I think that's our first Christmas entry. Oh, Merry Christmas! Made with white jade, carnelian, black onyx, black faceted agate, fire agate, green and white, and crackle quartz. What a cacophony of fabulous gemstones. This centerpiece is made from the gold-plated disc in the center of its 2 small rounds. In the centre of this, there are 2 small rounds of black faceted onyx and a red agate drop. The leaves are made from the polymer clay. Thank you, Debbie, it says. All of this from JM. Love it all and hope it gets onto the Wall of Fame. Love your shows and have a brilliant day at JM, including all your call centre staff. And lots love from Marcel, otherwise as Kathleen Young.
Very nice.
Oh, you mysteriously fabulous multi-name person, you. That is a gorgeous piece. Look at that. Isn't that polymer clay? It's stunning.
Oh, yeah.
That blue is beautiful. Is that blue, do you think?
Yeah, I think it might be, actually. A bit of sheen.
You can see there's a little bit of a sheen going on there, and these polymer clay charms up at the top. And we think that's possibly this clay here that comes in that Jubilee pack. Loving that. Well done to you. Good luck. You're 319.
This is number 310. Oh, no. I'm attaching a photo of a bracelet I made last night using purple and silver faceted shell pearls from Jewellery Maker, using thread from my ever-growing beading thread mountain. I've got one of those as well. The clasp is from my stash. I was inspired to make this after seeing another Wall of Fame entry and a bracelet that Debbie created. Oh yes, I did it the other day, didn't I? I was unsure how to make the wider version and asked on the Facebook page and was directed to a tutorial. They're very good there, aren't they? I put you in the right direction.
Yeah.
The demonstrations...
Some brilliant pictures and things going on recently.
That's fantastic. The demonstrations given by the designers are fantastic and really help to bring the strands alive. Thank you. Also, being able to get help from fellow jewellery makers on the Facebook page is incredibly useful. I've only been making jewellery for a few months. I've managed to make, to use rather, all types of techniques. But now I have a problem of what to wear every day. So I'm coordinating my outfits around my jewellery. Yes. I know what you mean. Put your jewellery on first. This is from Michelle from Manchester. That is
an image. Put your jewellery on first
and then
before
say,
you
right, what am I going to put on with?
No, definitely. I do that all the time. If I've had a piece of jewellery, it's like, I'm desperate to wear this, but what? Definitely, we all do it, hun. Well done to you. And the final one for now is 315, and it comes from Jane in Stoke-on-Trent. These are gorgeous colours, and it says, hi all at JM, here's my entry for the Wall of Fame. I hope it makes it onto the wall. I only buy from Jewellery Maker, and here I've used smoky quartz and amethyst gemstones, gold flash findings and purple beading thread. I made the bracelet first and then the earrings, and I love your show and watch every day. I would like to thank you for bringing us all as jewellery making fans, a wonderful programme. Keep up the good work, from Jane in Stoke-on-Trent. Jane, you fabulous northerner, that is gorgeous. Those colours are stunning.
Beautiful.
Just using the different coloured beading thread makes such a difference.
Does make a difference actually.
Beautiful. 315. Right, I'm going to scoot over to my other desk while we let Debbie prepare for the next polymer clay section of the show. Now have a look at this one here. What you're looking at here is an absolutely beautiful bundle offer. We've got loads of bundles coming up throughout the show today, but this is a particularly gorgeous one using, well, I'm not going to tell you any more about it. When are we going to be doing that one? Oh, we're doing it now! Oh, I tell you what, it'd look amazing with it. And then we're going to be doing our first brand new kit. Okay, cool. Oh, now this is gorgeous. The most amazing agate long drops. And the most stunning quartzite. What a beautiful two-strand pack. An absolutely beautiful two-strand pack. So these are black agate long drops. They're measuring 30 by 10 millimeters each. Now the elegance of those. Isn't that beautiful? The facets are elongated. They're elegant, they're chic. Do you know what? It turns out that we're actually missing a strand from there. You're actually going to get 3 strands for that low price we're going to do. So we're going to rectify that and bring it to you later. Let me give you a heads up on this. In fact, can we do this now? Can we do this now? Because I just think it's one of the most gorgeous 3-strand packs we've ever done. The price of this will blow you away. You've got 2 strands of sage amethyst, which is just serene and beautiful, and to put it with pearls is a match made in absolute heaven. Debbie, have you seen this 3-strand pack?
Oh, that's lovely.
Isn't it?
Oh, that's
gorgeous. And I just think the wow factor for the 3-strand pack, this size of pearl is amazing. And this is the one I was saying earlier. Amazingly today, for the cream cultured pearls, which are 10 millimeters in size, this is going to go under £15. This is the one I was talking about. Seriously, now these pearls alone have been about £14.95. We're going to go under £15 for the lot. Please dial now, because this will sell out and it's on a first come first served basis. So let's have a look at these pearls first. Now the size of these pearls is just amazing. The average size pearl in Europe is about 6.4. These are 10 millimeters. So I know I've been talking a lot about the nature of genuine pearls of late. They are freshwater cultured pearls. Our prices are absolutely outstanding for the caliber of pearl that you are getting. You can get a higher quality pearl, which is, you know, and if you've it's considered higher if it's found in the ocean sporadically, various tropical locations all over the world where pearls are also farmed in the ocean. This is a freshwater cultured pearl that you're having here. They're 10 millimeters. This has taken at least 10 years in the making, where the natural layers of nacre have formed. This is a genuine freshwater cultured pearl, and they are stunning. Now this is flying out already, and that alone we have had on your screen at £14.95. We're going under £15, And you're also, today, we're doing this amazing offer, but you have to use the code at the top of your screen to get this offer. This beautiful sage amethyst. Now, these are puffy ovals, which are measuring 25 by 18 millimeters each. Correct me if you think I'm wrong, but I think they'd be amazingly beautiful pendants. And then we've also got the puffy rectangles. I'll just get the size on these, and they are 18 by 13 millimeters. Now, these are beautiful. You've got a really lovely depth of color, particularly in the rectangles there. So this is sage amethyst. It's a natural form of amethyst that you've got there. Amethyst particles encaptured within the host rock, and it is stunning. To work with. These pearls are amazing. Now, we're going to do something quite incredible, and we're going to go under £15. Do you think we're going to do £14.95? For all 3 strands, £14.95, not just for the pearls, for all 3 strands. MJG C31, we've only got half the stock remaining, £14.95. You pay just for the pearls. We're going to do that price for the sage amethyst as well, but it's only today, and this is just amazing value for money. Do you know what? Those pearls alone at £14.95 is stupendously, fabulously fabulousness. Did you think we could actually do £14.95 for the whole lot? Did you actually think, oh, did you think, oh, I don't know, £19.95, £21.95? Do you know what? If we'd have done 21, it'd have been £7 a strand, and wouldn't that have been amazing? £14.95 for the lot. We're down to limited stock already. I'm just going to have some water now. Oh, I'm sorry, it's the ice had gone thirsty. Oh, that's better. Isn't that ridiculous? Isn't that a ridiculous price? Isn't it? Cracking. Grab it. Got people buying more than one of those packs still for less than £30. Less than £30, and you'll be getting 2 strands of pearls and 4 strands of sage amethyst. And I'm thinking, actually, could you get 1 strand of pearls of that quality anywhere else? It's great. It's fab. I'm so sorry it's gone. I'm so sorry it's gone. Now, it might be a case that they've all been allocated. It might be a case that some are still available if people haven't checked out their basket. So if you're thinking of calling in, don't call in. If you're already on the phone line, you're in with a chance. So good luck. If you haven't checked out your basket yet and you have got yours in your basket on the web, you are about to lose yours if you don't check it out now, because I've got tons of people on the phone line wanting yours. Okay, let me give you a heads up on some other things that are coming up in today's show. I know a certain lady who will just fall in love with this 3-strand pack. Debbie Wolford, I do. Isn't that gorgeous? That is gorgeous. Okay, I love those colours. Have we established, is it the first day of autumn tomorrow? I was quite amazed whilst leaving the house this morning in a coat and scarf. There were 2 things that I thought, do you know what, it's just proving that it's autumn. First of all, leaves were falling off the trees, and they were brown leaves. Browny orange leaves. Second thing, I stopped at a set of traffic lights. A lady crossed the road wearing woolly gloves. Woolly gloves in September. Can you believe it? Can you believe it, Debbie? Woolly gloves in September.
Yes, I can actually, because I was very cold yesterday walking my dog. Very cold.
I have to admit, I put the central heating on the other day. I did. Yeah, I did. It's chilly, wasn't it? Pardon? That's tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah, tomorrow, first day of autumn. I've got so many lovely summer clothes that I've not worn. I'm gutted. Maybe we could have a delayed summer day here at Jewellery Maker where we can all come in our summer clothes we didn't get a chance to wear.
We'll get really
Yeah.
cold.
And we'll put the, Carla's just said we'll put the heating right up. Oh, Ryan's showing you how cold it'll be. Look how cold. It's like a newborn little chicken that's so freezing. Right then, where should we go to then? Should we do our first kit? Okay, we've got an amazing price reduction on this from where it's supposed to have been as well. Now this kit, do you know what? Should we go controversial? Let's go controversial. Let's have a look at that jewellery before we look at the kit. Wow. Wow, 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 and wow. This is, do you know what? This kit is high-end. It gives you a look of true professionalism. I look at that and I don't think handmade jewellery. I just think professional fabulousness. Now Debbie, is there anything there in the jewellery that you've made that you have used that wasn't in the kit?
No, absolutely nothing. Nope.
So categorically, 100% for all of you, when you get this home, you'll be able to make every single one of those pieces of jewellery from the kit. Now, unfortunately, this is very, very limited edition. And I shall show you for why. This is the reason your kit is limited. .40 by 30 millimeters. They are amazing. $540 carats. Amazing. That is gorgeous. Look at those colours. Can we get up close and personal, please, Ryan? On the jewellery. Look at those. I've already got people on the line. Do you know what? As soon as you've seen that jewellery that Debbie's made, and then gorgeous smoky quartz. Now these are beautifully clear, really beautifully, really beautifully clear. And I just love that proportion of those big pieces the quartzite marquise got. 540 carats and 40 carats of smoky quartz. That is beautiful smoky quartz. Beautiful smoky quartz. 4 millimeters, and they are beautiful. Now, things start to change slightly here after my next strand of genuine gemstones. So I'll show you this next strand. Now this, I love it. And your kits will fly out, and the jewellery that you make rather will fly out. Now this has gone through a dyeing process. It's tiger's eye. Now this is probably one of our most popular single strands that we do. It's going already. This kit is very limited to begin with, very exclusive to begin with. Over half of it's gone now. I'm so sorry, we've got less than 30 of these to allocate now. It's stunning. Now let's have a look at the other chain. So you're going to get all of those 3 strands of genuine gemstones. In fact, let's have a look at your findings first, because you're going to get, it says 100 findings, but like I've said recently, I like to think of it more as 99 findings and then a metre of chain. Excuse me. 3 pairs of shepherd hooks, 15 head pins, 15 crimp bead covers, 10 closed jump rings, 10 plain beads, a metre of that chain, 10 eye pins, a pair of earring chandeliers, 20 crimp beads, 17 by 19 millimetre heart toggle clasp, a 13 millimetre toggle clasp, and a bolt ring clasp and jump ring at 7 millimetres. So you're going to get a massive quantity of copper findings with a 925 sterling silver overlay on the top. Right. This is where it starts to, oh no, hang on, it doesn't start to change yet. I'll show you all the other essentials. You get all of your findings in a small organza gift bag. You'll get a larger organza gift bag as well. And you get all your essential threading materials. Now, what you've just seen there is pretty much a standard kit in terms of 3 strands of genuine gemstones, your findings and your threading materials. Okay. I think we should bring in the price at that point. These are huge. Don't you think that this strand alone, realistically, comparative to our own website, about $14.95 would be realistic for this, just this single strand? Where you've got the smoky quartz and the tiger's eye in there, you've got all the threading materials, all of your 100 findings, the large and the small organza gift bag. It's $27. That's not everything. You then get in solid 925 sterling silver these gorgeous tubes. These gorgeous tubes, you'll see the way that Debbie's used this when we take a closer look at the necklace. She's used these beautiful spacer beads in between the smoky quartz. This is solid 925 sterling silver. Pardon? All right, we're really getting low on, very low on it. You've got 20 of those and they're measuring 12 by 1 millimetre each. You've also got, now look at this, this is gorgeous. You're gonna get a metre of this. This can be, have you seen the price of this elsewhere?
Really expensive, isn't it?
Really expensive, really expensive. Really. There's a very big shop that sells crafty things that I've seen this in, and it can be really expensive. Now it's a metre, it's copper, and they're copper little balls, and they are all individual balls on there. and then you've got the silver overlay. A metre of that. That can be really expensive. And then also, these copper balls, you're also getting all of this. This is the gorgeous kit, £27.95. Just so you know, it was originally priced at £34.95. But we've been able to wangle some deals. I'm loving a bit of wangling. So you've got 24, 21, 14, 13, and they do bounce, and 11 millimetres. And all of these are copper with the 925 sterling silver overlay. They are about to go out, they're about to sell out. If you've got a phone in your hand, please stay on the phone line, speak with the call centre. This is amazing value for money, absolutely amazing, Debbie. This is a gorgeous kit.
It is a gorgeous kit, actually. When I first opened it up, I thought, oh, do the colours go? But actually, in the beautiful large stones, there are flecks of that colour.
Yes.
And it really brings it out, actually. It's lovely.
And I was thinking, realise it until you put the tiger's eye next to it, and then you go,
oh, I know. You think, oh, yes, it does pull the colour out. It's amazing.
You do, you think,
It's a good idea.
Now, 100 findings as well. It's going to go such a long way. Please talk us through all of these gorgeous designs, and I would like to own every single one. Thank you.
First one I did was the chain. I've been very naughty actually and just kept the chain just in one piece.
This one here? Oh, sorry.
Sorry,
the ball chain, of course,
I'm afraid I love that, and I would wear that.
Oh.
And those have just got little stretches just of the little silver balls that come in the findings kit and a few smoky quartz to hold it together. And I've also added a little bit of the other chain as well.
Sorry, so that's just little stretches of elastic?
Yeah.
Have you knotted it or anything?
No, all I've done is put a jump ring through between two of the beads to hold it together, and then just covered it.
Isn't that gorgeous? And then added some of the other chain on there.
Yeah, and just with the jump ring that I held it together with, just put the chain, and it's just simple, isn't it? I would wear that a lot, you know, nice
over a
jumper.
Yeah, or a long sleeve sort of back wing jumper or sloppy t-shirt type
I like that, really
and,
simple.
Yeah, just
I like that.
and then
very nice.
It's sort of like, yeah.
And then I did the long necklace at the end.
We're almost sold out.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Which is me, and with chocolate brown that's coming in all the cinnamon colours. That would look lovely. I love that. I really, really like that.
Those quartz eyes are amazing.
And the bracelet next door to it, which has everything in it. Now I picked out one stone that was really quite ruby red. It's got some beautiful colours in there.
Is that what you're going to be demoing?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I'll show you how
So
to
we're going
do
to
that.
see how to do that.
Yeah.
Because what I've noticed as well, those spacer beads that you've got in 925 sterling silver, they're on the bracelet, and you've also used them at the top of that necklace. They've gone a long way, haven't they?
Actually. They have, yeah. They just make the gemstones go so much further, and they just catch the light. I think they're gorgeous. Really lovely.
This is a little pair of earrings as well.
I don't wear rings. I did wonder if they'd be too heavy, but I had two left, and I thought, what am I going to do?
Now I think they're gorgeous. Those colours look amazing. They're like beautiful autumn leaves.
They are actually, yes. And then I went on to my usual tassel. I know, I like those.
With a choice of earrings to match, and to say you're not an earring, as in Debbie doesn't wear earrings, so she doesn't actually gravitate to making earrings, just as, well, we all have our things that we do and don't. Yeah,
we do. I just love tassels. But no, I just thought, what can I do? I had a couple of these left, these just one each, and I thought, I'll just put a little head pin through and do a quick twirl.
What a great idea! Look at that, attention to detail there. Nick that idea. Have that. Have that idea.
Just a little twirl.
Gorgeous. So you've put a head pin.
I made a loop at the top of the head pin, and then pushed the bead to the top, and then just done a spiral.
Gorgeous.
With what's left. And those beads actually have a millimetre between them, but when you've got them on opposite ears, who's going to know?
I just love them. I want to have all of them.
Do you?
I want to have them
all at once.
So we're going to learn how to do this one. How are we doing on stock levels? Is it gone? Oh, I've just lost my talk back. Bear with. Bear with Miranda Stiley.
I do like that programme, it's good, isn't it?
Oh, hello, hang on, I've got a dodgy connection. Hello, darling, I can hear you now. Hello, coming through. What did you say is inside done? Okay, we've got less than 10 of these left now.
I'm not surprised.
It's beautiful. Grab it.
Right, quickly show you how to do this. You can do this with any beads actually. If you've got one bead left over, one large bead out of a kit, this is ideal to make a cuff, okay? So all I did was cut 2 pieces of thread that will go from the centre of your wrist round twice, plus a little bit for all the clasps, and thread them both through the bead. So then you've got 2 pieces of thread going through 1 bead. And I've threaded 6 little beads on one side and 6 on the other. Now, depending what you're going to use with this kit or another one, just put some beads on and hold them together and just see if they're going to fit all the way around. Now, I want to put a tube in between mine. So I kept putting the tube on and taking it off and putting it on and taking it off until it actually fitted how I wanted it to fit. Then I take a tube and I'm going to pass the threads crisscross through. So I've threaded it through both ways and, whoops, pull. And then you have a picture frame around your centre bead. You can do this with anything really, do it with your druzy or whatever you happen to have in your stash. And then you can start to do your own design. And I just put 1 little smoky quartz, 1 tiger's eye, if I can see it in the studio, there we go, and 1 smoky quartz onto one side, and then 1 tube, like that. And then do the same on the other side, just put 1 smoky quartz, 1 tiger's eye, 1 smoky quartz, and then I do the same again. I go back through the tube, but the opposite way. So I push through the opposite way and pull. And you keep doing that until you get to the length you like. And I had 6 tubes left over. So if I move that to one side, you can see 3 on one side, 3 on the other, and then I added the tiger's eye and my clasp. So that you just need to make sure that it's the correct length for your wrist or your customer's wrist. But that's really simple. But you can also do this with a really nice bead and make a choker for an evening dress or something. It's an easy way of doing.
That would be beautiful.
With
Very Downton. Very
yes.
Downton.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
days away for the next episode of Downton. I'm excited. I'm at Karen and Matt's wedding on Sunday and my recording facility is not working.
Dear.
I'm having a new box delivered.
Well, there you go.
Right.
You have to miss
Debbie,
it
that's
then.
gorgeous. Now I can't miss it. That's absolutely gorgeous. Now I've had a text message in for you, Debbie. Thank you very kindly. Let's have a little look at this. Bear with. It's on its way. Bear with. It's from Leanne in Aberdeenshire. Hi,
Hello.
Lucy and Debbie. Loving the show today, especially the Sculpey clay. Debbie, can I ask what setting you use when doing the Skinner blend? Congratulations, Lucy, on the noodle. Thank you very much. Keep up the bargains, Leanne in Aberdeen. Leanne, we intend to keep bargains going the whole day. You'll be spending lots, but getting tons of
Absolutely.
gemstones.
Right, Skinner blends. Start off with number 1, just to secure the colours together to make sure they don't come apart.
So this is the blend that we
I did
saw
earlier.
just before, and
That's
this is
right.
using the roller machine.
That's right.
That you're seeing right there.
That's it.
Thank you,
That's
Ryan.
the one. Thank you. Put it through on number 1 to start with. Just do that a couple of times and then move it up to 3 or 4. If your pasta machine goes from 1 to 9, some don't, but mine goes from 1 to 9. 1 is the thickest setting, 9 is the thinnest. And I put it on the mid setting. So whatever is your middle setting, put that on as many times as you want until you get the blend you want. And then I fold it in half and put it back onto number 1 if that's the thickness I want. But to blend it, you need to go halfway, really.
Great. Oh, Leanne, hopefully that helps. Thank you, Debbie.
Okay.
That's very clear. We've had another one in. And good morning, Lucy and Debbie. Morning. Looking forward to some awesome designs from Debbie. Lucy, you're glowing. Thank you. That's called makeup. To JM, have the tool holder block like Debbie has her tools on. And hi, Ollie. Sigh. From Tracy. Ooh, Ollie. What did you say? He wants us to do that again so he can record it, so he can put it on his ringtone. No. Ooh. Ollie. Oh, Tracy, we've got an Ollie fan out there, have we? The answer to that is I don't know. Carla, can we see if we've got the tools holder? Please. Carly's going, who's Carly? Carla is going to have a look into that for you. That's the stand there that Tracy's just inquired about. We did have it in stock, and hopefully we've got some in at the moment. I don't know. I've lost my talk back again. Brilliant. I think we're going to the Wall of Fame, though. Are we going to the Wall of Fame? Oh, hang on. I've got it back again. I've got my dodgy connections.
Oh dear. Can't have a dodgy connection, can you?
Dodgy connections. Right then. Let's go to a wall of fame. Okay, can I just say that the Wall of Fame designs at the moment and over the last few weeks on Facebook and the Wall of Fame, your designs are amazing.
They are absolutely stunning.
And please, I don't want anyone who's new though to be intimidated.
No.
Because absolutely everybody starts somewhere, and just the simple stretchy bracelets can win the Wall of Fame because it's not done on technique that you've used, it's all pulled at random.
The simplest designs can look the nicest sometimes.
Absolutely. But I just wanted to acknowledge and say I had a quick flick through the Facebook page, and I think you're all amazing. I feel really proud. I know like I've probably got no right to feel proud as such, but I feel proud to be a part of it is how I feel. No, it's really, you're going to get me all emotional. Yeah, my hormones are raging.
She'll be in tears in a minute. Number 311.
The bus
this is from Jane.
Hiya, Jane.
This says, roses are red, violets are blue. All the findings plus gemstones are purchased from you.
Oh, I like that. Meow, meow, Jane.
Hi all at JM. Here's this week's entry for the Wall of Fame. I made this for my daughter as she loves purple.
Oh, she loves purple. You need to keep your eye out. And
yes. Yes. Lovely.
Yeah.
It is made from purple agate, rice beads, amethyst, freshwater pearls, and sterling silver findings. Hope you like it. Love the show as always from Jane. That's gorgeous.
Jane, that's lovely. And I love the way you've demoed that. That's fabulous. Now, I looked at this and I went,
it's stunning.
She sent in some chain on a flower, as in a real flower. No. This is from Jeanette in Essex. Jeanette, you're so talented. This is amazing. That flower is made from resin. And it says, hi all, here's my Wall of Fame for this week. A resin pendant orchid shaped with added chain and beads from one of your kits. That is amazing.
I wonder if she did it from the actual flower. How did you do that? Did you do a mould or from the actual flower? That is
Jeanette,
stunning.
if you're watching, let us know if you're happy to.
Let us know.
It's absolutely ridiculously beautiful. Can you
stunning.
imagine that for a mother of a bride or something?
Beautiful.
I was like,
You're very talented.
Maybe you've attached it to a fresh flat. You've made it from resin. That is absolutely gorgeous and a real sort of illumination of designs.
Is that resin or jewel enamel?
It says a resin pendant.
That is beautiful.
Isn't it?
Absolutely
You are
beautiful. Well done. Gorgeous. I went for that as soon as I walked in the studio today. We both went for it. This is number 313. Hi everybody at JM. Here's my entry for the Wall of Fame this week, made from red agate, chrome dioxide, silver tubes and beads from JM. Thought it looked quite festive, perhaps the C word.
Oh, I'm going to say it. Christmas, 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 Christmas.
Love all the stuff you bring us and the designers are inspirational. Keep up the good work. From Barbara Tong.
Barbara, that is beautiful. And it's festive and it's... Has that been on Facebook?
I don't know. Oh, it looks familiar to me.
So classy.
Tubes as well.
So classy.
Very nice.
Oh yes, Barbara, I'm
Like that.
loving that. Well done. And then these are just absolutely gorgeous. Look at the way the light captures them just on the photo. It's from Joe in Barnet. I've got friends in Barnet, Joe. Thank you for a great show. I've been watching all morning. This was sent in the other day. Here's a pair of earrings that are made from the Amethyst collection. And that's from Joe in Barnet. Joe, they're beautiful. Really beautiful. The way that you styled them, we're going to have some lovely articulation. You are 322. Now, we're going to be going to a break in just a moment. When we come back, we've got loads to bring to you. Now, the kit that we've just done, I think we've got 2 left. Have a look at these. The colours are amazing, absolutely amazing. Lovely. We're going to do these way under £10 for the whole complete strand at 38 centimetres. They are beautiful and that natural banding is stunning. Fabulously, fabulously stunning. So, what was that, sorry? Oh, we've got 1 kit left. So it's the first person to call in and grab it. So we'll see that. And we're going to be going through a lot more polymer clay with Debbie. So if you've got any questions for Debbie, text in. She's here at your beck and call this morning. Well, she will be. See you in a moment.
There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat, and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the Sign Up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the homepage, where you'll be able to see all the products that have been in today's show. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
There are lots of different types of bails. This particular one has a loop at the end. This is ideal to add an extra feature, such as a charm. All bails work in the same way. Start by opening the teeth. Place your chosen pendant in the teeth and push both sides of the bail together. And there you have your pendant with a bail.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Add to your collection with our Sculpey Clay Basics DVD, full of handy tips and hints for all levels. Join guest designer Debbie Bulford as she teaches us how to create basic canes, kaleidoscope canes, bead shapes and much more. To get your hands on a copy, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 655.
I'm an outdoor girl, aren't I? Lots of wind.
I'm going to be your presenter on The Late Show.
Look at that.
And I give good hugs.
Best celebrity impression.
Oh, this is difficult.
Oh, I do a good Montgomery Burns.
I like doing Cilla Black.
Smithers! Life is full of surprises. Hatchet face.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, get out!
Get away from me, that camera's too close.
Get it now in your basket and check out!
Favourite sayings. Now, Rod Jinks keeps stealing these.
We go Lolo, Buffalo.
There's been words, but he doesn't listen.
Holy guacamole as well.
Love cakes.
What do you mean, is that the best? Did you say is that the best you've got?
Orgeano.
Yeah, it is.
Just comes out of my mouth, you know.
You know, Jewellery Maker, look at the set, it's absolutely amazing. Favourite biscuit?
A Rocky Robin.
Chocolate hobnob.
Is that a biscuit or a chocolate bar, though? There's controversy there.
Is this over yet?
Hello. We're gone again. We're gone again. We've had some technical... Oh, are you back again? It just keeps popping out. So if I go like this, you just know my technical hoo-ha's going, doing a bit of a technical hoo-ha. Right, I'm going to do this next strand for you. So if I start talking absolute more gobbledygook, than usual, you know it's because things are going a bit haywire technically with it. It's all of our little doofers and the doofer. It's just the doofer, isn't it, Ollie?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just the doofer. You know, the technical dooferness. I'm the least technical person in the world, as Ollie well knows. I don't even know how to switch on most computers. Give me a quill and I'm in my element. Right then, let's do this strand. It's going to be gorgeous. Now, we've had quite a lot of red agate on recently that are mainly faceted and frosted rondelles. We've had some beautiful rounds, but we haven't had anything like this. And it just goes to show that the cuts and the size of a gemstone can make it look completely different. Now, what I love about this is the way that the banding is so wow. And it really is wow. And what I'll probably do, if it's okay, is go literally across the whole strand and show you. Obviously, your strand is going to be different again because they're natural gemstones. So this banding, the way that the, oh look. Ooh. Do I dare say, well yes, if I'm saying Christmas, I can definitely say Halloween. Because that's next month. And sort of all the different pumpkin colours and things, and I don't know if I'm on air on Halloween. If I am, what am I going to wear this year? Oh, how exciting.
Pumpkin.
Where I could just paint myself orange, couldn't I? I'm the right shape at the moment. Just a big pumpkin. Thanks, Debbie. So, this is a 300 carat strand. It's going already. I've already got people on the phone like, you know it's going to go under £10. We're going to do one of the best offers of the day so far on this strand. They're juicy, they've got this fruity element, they're puffy squares, and they're 18mm in diameter, but look at that thickness. So I think we're probably looking at about 7mm in their thickness, probably actually, maybe even an 8. And look at the sized holes, aren't they good sized drill holes there? So we've got a lot of scope for more threads going through. That's just stunning, isn't it? I've got a cushion that's like that. That's Mother Nature that's done that. Isn't that fabulous? Right, we better get on with it then, because there's tons of you there. I'm going to pop this up to my neckline for you. Hopefully my blusher brush hasn't molted too much on my neckline today, so I look like a stubbly old man. 18mm in diameter, brand new in. We're doing them for £7.95. How many do you want? Get on the phone line, because these are a bargain. 0800 644 655 is a free phone number and one post and packaging price for all of your purchases all day. You see, I'm looking at that already, and I can see the two that I've matched together for earrings. I'd definitely use that one as a focal point for a necklace. You can see other pieces that perhaps you'd want to wire wrap, use them in gorgeous earrings, very simple stretchy bracelets. These are going to look lovely. Actually, just one of these and a plain gold bead, one of these and a plain gold bead, one of these and a plain gold bead on a stretchy bracelet. I think it's going to look absolutely gorgeous. Could do some quite sort of chunky, even almost stud style earrings. I didn't realise my ears have gone so freckly. Not often you get to look at your ears like that, is it? £7. I think I'm very overtired. I've been awake at 4 o'clock in the morning for 3 mornings on the trot. My gorgeous husband has been getting up for work to come, because Gems TV has launched the new set. Make sure you do take a look at it at some point today. It looks amazing. And he's been in for 4:30 in the morning. And why? Yeah, he was in because he's proper important. He had to do some important things, and he's been producing. He was presenting this morning. Just thought I'd tell you my life story. When these are £7.95 on screen. So 300 carats of red agate. They are corner drilled with substantial size holes. Over half the stock slots have now been allocated, and the code is WXGP29. How many more have we got left of those, hun? Can't bear with. Just £7.95. How amazing is that? I do think they'd look amazing with the kit that we just... Okay, yeah, way over half the stock's gone. Let me just show you these alongside this strand. What about that combination? It's nice together, isn't it? And then even bringing in that strand of citrine that we had. And lovely, could do that with perhaps some gold chain and pop the beads in throughout and interlink it. Good morning, Edward. How are we?
Hi, Lucy. I'm very well.
Good.
I won't come on screen because...
You haven't done your hair this morning. Do you know what? I like it.
No, it looks like Lego hair.
It looks like Lego hair, he's just said.
Put it on my head.
It could also look like Brillo bricks, is that what they're called? And what's another type of building block?
Breeze block.
Breeze block.
It looks a mess anyway, but
it doesn't do it. It just looks. He's having his hair cut this evening, so he hasn't put any product on it. Right, we're almost out of stock of those red agates, so it's a case of first come, first served on them now. And you will be guaranteed some gorgeous designs. It's lovely to see your lovely little face there, Ed Munster. Lovely. Right then, £7.95. We're going to go on now, and I'm actually going to go over here, if that's all right, because Debbie has put together for us an amazing, absolutely amazing bundle. Do you know what? I've not actually seen some of these products before. I've seen them in action because Debbie's just been talking about them before. But let me see, how am I going to do this now? If I just have a little bit of a rejig.
Just move it all over.
I'm in jewellery making heaven. Wait till you see these. Do you know I can see wearing that?
Who's that? Yeah, it's a bit chunky actually. You need to make it a bit thinner, but
no, but he'd wear, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jack, who was our floor manager on the with the other crew. Excuse me.
Carry on. You all right, dear?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Jolly good.
Picture me human. Right. So let's just have another revisit to this jewellery, of which some more has been added to it now. So all of the jewellery here, the only extras that have been added are some findings.
Yeah.
And some beads, actually, from a kit that is giving you a bit of an insight into one of the kits that's coming
and
up.
from the previous kit, the one silver bead I had left over is used. So I used everything that I had given to me, some from the kit, some of the findings I didn't use, that I just used up, basically.
That necklace that Ollie's doing in clothes, that Tracy who texted in, Ollie's doing that camera shot now.
He is. He's touching that camera.
Always giving you a wave. This necklace here, so that's incorporating, with the Sculpey clay, that's also incorporating some frosted quartz, but these here are from...
No, it's one of my favourite kits. I love it, I love it, I love it.
Which will be our next new kit.
Yes.
It's your favourite kit.
Yes, I love it.
Right, so you have put together now this, and the big wow factor for me with this, there's something that I've never used before, a product I've never come across before, is this gleam. And that's gleam, not like glee. Like gleam, like, but gleam. And so the gleam is what, if you have a look at this pendant here, can you see that sheen, that sort of metallic, dare I say, a hematite-esque quality to the black clay? That's been created by Gleam. So Debbie, you've put this together for us. Talk us through everything that people will be receiving in this amazing bundle. Now you'll get a massive discount by buying it like this rather than buying everything individually. It's an offer that's for today only. It's while Debbie is with us. This has been put together. Go for it. The details will be popping up on your screen in a second. So first of all, a big whopper pack of black clay. How long is that going to last us?
Well, I've used a third, if that, with all the jewellery. That's all.
For all of this,
yeah,
and this is
less than a third, actually, probably about a quarter of it.
And is it fair to say that the majority, well, it's all black. Well, it is
It's all
black clay.
It's all black. It's all black and all solid black, except for the big bead that's got scrap clay in it. But other than that one bead, everything else is just solid black clay. And
you can put so basically the outside of everything is black and the internal aspects of everything else is the black clay, apart from your scrap clay, which is all basically your scraps of any colour that you so desire in your world that you have left over, and you can then just wrap the black clay around it. So you've used about a third, not even a third, and
no, probably less than a third actually of one of these blocks for all that jewellery. So although this, you may look at the price of one of these and think, oh gosh, it's quite expensive. Believe me, when you start to use it, it will go on and on.
I'm just going to take that off because I don't want you to get confused with codes, because we're doing it at a reduced price.
So it started off with me thinking, well, what on earth can I do? Because I didn't know about this until last week. So I had the black clay, and it's nice when you get a surprise because you think, oh, what can I do? And you start picking things up that you probably wouldn't do before.
Told, Debbie, we'd like you to use black clay and we'd like you to use the extruder. Can you create a bundle for us?
They just said, do you want to do a polymer clay show? And yes, and right, well, it's next Friday, and what do you want to put in it? So I had the choice, actually.
Oh, right, okay.
But I just thought it'd be nice to use things from not keep jewel enamel as jewel enamel and polymer clay as polymer clay and what have you. It's nice to mix them together.
Yeah.
So those people that have got the kit from the jewel enamel, you could do things like this. I just thought it'd be nice to be able to, for those people at home that have got it, they know they can use it with something else. So start off with the black clay, and my love of these eyelets. I mean,
and we are always out of stock of these.
I know, and these are absolutely. As soon as I saw these in stock, I thought, I know what I'm going to do, because you don't just put these through beads, through little bundles of clay for beads. I've used them in a couple of necklaces to put the cords through. And use them as designs, push them into pendants for little circles going, I'll show you those later.
And you're going to get 100 of those.
Amazing.
100. They're copper with a silver overlay on the top, but you get 100.
And they're the right size to put snake chains through.
Great.
Okay?
Great.
So that's that. And then I thought, well, you've got to have something to put in between them to make them shine a little bit. So I chose these beautiful beads here.
Which are
absolutely stunning. They've got like a basket weave.
Yeah, they are.
Pattern on them. They are beautiful.
These, you get in a pattern, so you can get 4. Are these copper with a silver overlay again, or are these 95? We'll just double check that for you.
They are stunning.
I'll just confirm that for you in a second. Okay, and then
the extruder, which I love, as you know, and then the gleam. And I thought, well, what can I put with there? And I thought, just stick to black and silver, and people can put their own colours in then. You can put whatever gemstones you want with them, but stick to the black and silver.
So you've got one of the black.
You've got silver, and you've got, let me have a look, one called pewter.
Yeah.
One called silver.
Yeah.
And one called silver pearl.
Now, are we going to be getting all three of these, Carla?
Yes, they all come in a pack of 3.
Oh, my details there are saying a pack of 2, so we've added an extra one in for the same price.
Definitely
Brilliant.
A pack of 3.
No, that's great, great. Okay, they are 925 sterling silver, those weave beads. 925 sterling silver. Okay, so these here, so this is the gleam. This is what goes on top of your clay after to give it that sheen. So just to repeat then, we've got the pewter, we've got the silver pearl, and you're also going to be getting the silver as well, which is just upside down, but you can see it's there because it's attached onto the card. Now, the other aspect, so you're getting a massive amount of clay. Now, once you've opened that, what's the best way to store this clay once it's been opened?
Either wrap it back in the packaging, or you can use parchment paper or greaseproof paper just for a short time, but I would put them into a plastic box that's got a number 5 on the bottom, so you know it's not going to eat into the plastic. It needs to be quite a thick, substantial box, such as are the boxes you get with the starter kit, or the old boxes of beads that we used to have, you know? Those sort of boxes that are perfect for storing your clay in.
Now, all of our boxes here are a level 5 of plastic. It doesn't state level 5 on it, but they are. If you're going to look for boxes elsewhere, make sure it says the number 5 on, because if not, the plastic can interact with the polymer clay, and then the plastic melts and vice versa. So we know we're getting the clay, we know we're getting 4925 sterling silver balls, we know that we're getting these gorgeous little, I always want to call them eyelet type things, but they are, yes, that's because they're eyelets. Oh, I'm glad I called them the right name. 3 tubs of the gleam, and then the extruder, which we're going to see a demo with in just a second now, Debbie, an extruder.
I love this. I love this, I love this. This is great for making canes. People have seen me do this many times before to put different colours through. But for those of you who do card making, of course you can do your hair for your teddy bears and ballet dancers or whatever. Lots of different shapes and sizes. You've got your lovely rectangles here for doing your bezels. You can do so many things with these, so many things.
And all your cutters have got a little storage box down at the bottom. We're about to bring the price in. The original price for everything, if you were to buy everything here individually, it would come to £43.75, which seems amazingly low. £43.75. For today only, and using that code only, that is your code today. Use it whilst it's available. It's a massive discount code to get the whole lot for £29.95. That is a big, 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 big saving. You need to be using, sorry, Debbie, that code. Yeah. Or we were like weather girls. We were pointing into we don't know where. So CQGC12. So Debbie, using these now that we now know is in the bundle, what are you going to show to us?
Right. Well, for that almost £30, you think how much jewellery you could make? You could make at least 3 times as much as this, if not more. So it's really, really cost effective. Really cost effective.
So that's, look at everything here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces of extraordinarily gorgeous jewellery, and you could probably make 3, if not 4 times that amount.
Probably each piece for
£30.
£1. Each piece you make is probably going to cost you less than £1.
Obviously, then you're looking at your findings as well, but for your components, for your beads, amazing, amazing. I know there's a huge part of the trade as well that I've come across recently, of people who love the look of Sculpey clay beads, but don't want to make them.
No.
You can sell your Sculpey clay beads. You can make beautiful beads and just sell them individually.
Don't have to make them into jewellery. Yes,
you can sell them for a lot.
You can even just sell the canes. You can sell all sorts of things.
Gorgeous, gorgeous.
Right.
It's going very quickly, this bundle.
Good, pleased. How do you make uniform size beads? Because I wanted to make this bracelet here. And you have to make the beads exactly the same size. And that's one thing that people sometimes find very difficult. So I use my pasta machine on my thickest setting, and I've put through some clay here. I've just got a little circle here of clay. And I have got one of my cutters out the starter kit and I've just put a cross on it with a permanent pen. So I know that is my cutter for making my beads. Okay, there's the cross. Okay, so I know they're all going to be the same size. So take a circle and then roll that up into a ball. And you know then that every single one is going to be the same. Now, how do you use your eyelets? I'm going to put that ball onto my tile. Don't try and push a huge hole into it to start with, because you will just misshape it. If I was doing this at home, I would get that into a lovely ball shape, pop it in the fridge for half an hour and take it out, and it goes back into the consistency as it was in the packet. You can see it's not very round at all. But if I was at home, I'd take more time. So, how do you do the holes?
So you put it in the fridge for half an hour.
And it goes back to the consistency it was in the packet. It goes firmer, so it won't distort when you push a hole through it.
Got you.
As much,
cool.
okay?
Cool.
So I'm going to start with a cocktail stick first of all. Start from top to bottom, turn it over, and it will sit on the hole, and then push from the top. Now it will flatten it slightly, but don't worry.
That's the look, though, isn't it?
It is really. So I started off with a smaller hole. Then I've got a cable needle, which is really useful. I use it all the time, and I push that in either side. Now if you wanted it back into a round, you could put it back in your hand and just roll it a little bit. But there you can see you've now got your hole that's big enough for the eyelet. So you just take one eyelet, push one in one side, turn it over, take your other eyelet, push that in the other side. There's your bead. How easy, how simple.
Do you then bake it with the eyelet in?
Oh yes, because that will make it firm. Now, you think how quick that was done and how many you could make. You get your children making these. I've actually made some others up here in different colours. If I can just show you these, I know we're only talking about black here, but a lot of these beads are black, and these are made with the different gleams that are on the website.
When do you put the gleam on?
When it's baked. I find it's better
And it won't
to
come
do
off?
no. That has got the copper on it. That's actually orange, bright orange with the copper on, and that's got the blue.
I like that.
There's all sorts of different coloured gleams, and then you've got the different foils. Silver
Is that
foils.
the Lisa Pavalka foil?
No, these are the foil flakes that are with the jewel enamel kits.
Oh, okay.
So there's lots of different ones.
And again, you'd put the foil on after you've baked it?
That foil I did, and I put it on beforehand because it sticks. You
So foil before,
you can put the gleam on
after.
before if you want to. I just find that sometimes when you're rubbing with your finger, you distort it too much.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Whereas the foil, you just dab on.
Right, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I'll just put those back to one side a minute. So there's my standard bead. Now I wanted to use the extruder because I do love the extruder. Extruder! So I wondered how I could embellish that bead. So here is the extruder, and with it you get all these lovely different shapes as we've seen earlier in the packet. And I chose two of the smallest holes. And inside,
that is tiny, isn't it?
Tiny,
I've not
tiny,
used that
tiny.
one.
It is really tiny. And inside I've just pushed some black clay.
Okay.
So I've popped on my cutter on the end. And I'm going to pop on the dial. And I'm going to extrude. Now they will squeak, they all squeak, but don't oil them for goodness sake, otherwise it will come out the other end, all the oil into your clay.
Oh, how therapeutic is that?
Okay, so that's the one.
Oh.
And then I'm going to do the other one, which is the one that's got a slightly larger hole. You see, this one was squeak. I knew it would squeak. Let me show you how to do this.
It's not your TV, it's the extruder.
There you go. So,
how ridiculously therapeutic is that? I'd probably just do that all day.
I know, it's really good fun. So all I did was take my bead, pop on the tiny, tiny thread, and literally like spaghetti, start to wind it backwards and forwards.
So this again is before you bake it?
Before you bake it, okay. So that's how to do a bead. How simple is that? Just to put a little...
How cool is that?
Okay.
And that's all because of the extruder.
That's right. Now also to do those beads, you can do one actually.
What, this one here?
Yeah, okay. Just keep winding. This is something I'm going to keep Lucy happy now. You can make one of those beads out of one of those. Just
so I haven't got a bead as my base. I literally
just keep winding.
Oh, pressure!
And while you do that, I will show you how to use the gleam. Now, because this is very soft, if I were to put the gleam on top now, I would lose the pattern. I would push it into the bead. So I baked one, exactly the same. This has been baked at the manufacturer's recommended temperature, about 120, 130 for about 15, 20 minutes. Then I'm going to take one of the gleams. These gleams work better if they're warm. So either sit on them in your craft room.
Stick them under your armpit.
Yeah, do something to warm them up. Not hot, don't put them in the microwave for goodness sake. So there is my bead, and all you do is you rub with your finger onto your design. And it just picks up the design. Now if you put too much on, it doesn't matter. Leave it to dry just for about 10 minutes, get a cloth, just buff it up and the excess will come off. So you literally just rub it with your finger, like that. Okay, and it just picks up the pattern. Now you can put 2 or 3 different colours on if you wanted to. Really, really easy to put 2 or 3 different colours. And I've also done a pendant here, and you can do the same. You can rub, I'm just using the silver for now, but you can use the pearl, which is slightly more pearly, obviously, or the graphite, which is more of an antique finish. But you just pick up your design like that. Okay. Now you can do it the other way around, whereas if you use some of the Lisa Pavelka texture sheets, you push the texture into the clay. This I've baked again. Rub the gleam on, and it again looks.
So how long do you need to leave it to
antique.
dry after you've put that on?
Oh, about half an hour and it'll be fine. Then just rub it with a cloth and it'll be dry. You can varnish it if you want to, but you don't have to. But can you see that? How beautiful that is?
That looks amazing. Oh my goodness, it looks amazing.
That's the pendant matte. Oh, that's actually using the gloss finish, the gloss varnish, and then that's it with the gleam on top, and you can gloss that as well.
I love the gleam. I love it by the
gleam. It doesn't give a perfect finish like the Pearlex powders do, but it just gives like a vintage finish to it, which I absolutely love. And this will last you forever. I mean, you use such a tiny amount of it. You can also put this onto your texture sheets and then use it as a stamp onto your clay. The gleam is superb. So the black clay is your backdrop for all the colours, because the gleam comes in turquoise and copper and bronze and purple, and just
you need this gleam in your life. You need it. It's not something that I've ever used before. The bundle that Debbie has put together for you now has got less than 50 in stock. It's amazing. I've done my twiddly ball thing.
Oh, you have? See?
Is that all right?
There you go.
I got really nervous.
Oh, there you go. You just literally extrude the clay, and that's it. See that twiddly bundle of clay?
Twiddly bundle of extruder.
And that's lovely in black and white, actually. If you do it in black and white and then you twist the two together, that looks really good. It's very, very good.
Oh, I'm addicted to this. Debbie, thank you so much.
Show one
yes, please do.
Really quickly. Sorry, I meant to say this.
No, please.
With these eyelets, you don't have to make the beads like I've just shown. Here's an idea you might want to use. You see this bead here? This one here? I don't know if you can see that really closely. Yeah? That's 2 of the eyelets just put into a spacer, and again a tube with a spacer at either end.
Oh yeah.
And this pendant too, if I can bring that in, that also is a pendant, but I've put an eyelet in the middle to feed.
Have you put one on the other side as well then?
No, I haven't actually.
So you don't even need...
No. You just make it look a bit neater for where the there you go. So and this very, very large bead. Do you want me to bring this over, or is it easier?
I've got less than 30 of this pack now. Grab it, because you know what, these eyelets fly out.
They do.
And the gleam, and just you're getting a brilliant saving.
With this big bead, you see I've just cut different shapes of the clay, stuck them on and put the gleam on, and that's got one either end. You see I've got one.
Did you gleam those triangles before you put them on?
Yes, I did actually. I had a sheet of clay and then cut triangles out. And pop that down. Okay.
Debbie, thank you so much. We've got less than 30 now of these available. Good luck. It's gorgeous, and at £43.75 is what it should have been. Yep. Today it's on offer, £29.95, but the only way to get it is only for today, because Debbie is with us today, and it's only using which code, Debbie?
It's that one.
Good, isn't she? Thank you so much. We'll be back with you in just a couple of minutes, because we're going to be doing the second. It is beautiful. And just to give you, excuse me, I've got real hiccups. to give you a heads up, these agate beads are from the next kit.
Oh, they're beautiful. Absolutely
They're
beautiful.
very Debbie Mulford.
I love
Very
those.
Debbie Mulford. Okay, right now though, we're going to do an amazing offer on an amazing 3-strand pack. Look, here it is, here it is. Whoops, there it is. Okay, we're going to go to town on this. We're really going to go to town on... I'd like to name this bundle. Has it got a name? Yeah, Ryan, that's exactly what I was thinking. Strawberries and cream. Strawberries and meringue and cream. In fact, Eton Mess. Ooh. You've never had Eton Mess? Do you know what? It's one of the best things that I cook, because you literally just whack it in a bowl and go, you just mash it all up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Meringues, cream, and strawberries, but I put raspberries in mine as well. Oh, it's ever so goody if your strawberries are on. Right, should we do a cracking bargain on this? What you're looking at here is the 3-strand pack that includes genuine freshwater culture pearls in this beautiful, very, very alluring peach colour. Then this cream shell and stunning quartzite. And that quartzite are these just beautiful drops, aren't they? Now we're going to do a little bit of a bargain on this. What would you say if I was to say, yeah, under £15? Do you think you'd be interested in starting to call? Carla, how low can we go? Can we possibly squeak it so we can get it under £10? Yes! I thought you might say that when I know the margins on it. We're going to take a bit of a hit on it. Come on then. RX GC38, all 3 strands for £9.95. I think this is a little bit of a quick grab it, add into your stash. There's genuine pearls, quartzite, and of course the shell there. They're gorgeous together. You don't have to use them together. Just look at them even separately. So separate individual strands. That beautiful strand of pearls. You can see you've got your natural rings that are forming around here as well. So they're going to be lovely if you like to wire wrap pearls. These are real pearls. How many places do you know that you could get that strand for £9.95? Oh, and it's just that one. This is really, 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 really beautiful shell. Beautiful, beautiful quality of it. Where the light is playing around beautifully. You've got that stunning pearlescence from this shell. You really have. They are lovely. And then gorgeous quartzite. We've got lots of you there on the phone lines, but we have got quite a few of these in stock. So if you want more than 1 pack of these, I'm hoping that everyone on the phone lines will be successful and you'll actually be able to get more than 1 pack. Good luck. So less than £10, RX GC38. I've got one of those annoying I'm on live tea sneezes brewing again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Isn't that gorgeous for £9.95? Now while you're there, just while the queue's to show you a few other things that are coming up in the show. Look at these. Because I think that these would work amazingly well with the black clay. And the gleam. That's it now. I want that gleam. Don't wear it as eyeshadow, but couldn't you just slap it on as eyeshadow and look gorgeous? Please don't wear it as eyeshadow. Gorgeous. Bit of a 1990s look. Yeah. Oh, look at these. I'm imagining Ollie wearing it actually as stripes on his cheeks, going, what's the lyrics of that song? Prince, what?
Adamant.
Prince Charming.
It is charming, but Prince Charming, Prince Charming. Because I've always said that, and then I thought I was singing it wrong, which is why I didn't sing it on live tally. Anyway, they're coming up for you a bit later as well, as are these. Now these are pearls. Are a little bit of an extra special something. These are a very high quality pearl that are coming your way a little later again in the show. Also, I've got to let you know about this. A 3-strand pack. Look at the beautiness of these colours. The graphics on your screen are currently for the red quartz peach culture pearl and and the cream shell. I'll show you that once again now. That's all coming up as a 3-strand pack later in the show. Oh my word, there's so much more to show you as well, but let's show you once again the details that are on your screen. £9.95 for this 3-strand pack here. It's your strawberries and cream encaptured within that 3-strand pack. They are 12 by 8mm on your quartzite, 8mm on the shell, and 7 to 9mm on the peach culture pearl. Now, everybody there on the phone lines, you will be successful, but we are limited in stock, but you will be successful if you're currently on the phone lines at coming up for 20 to 11 this Friday morning. During the live show, you will be successful. On the repeats, I can't guarantee it, so the best of luck to you. Okay, just before we go on to our brand new kit, we're just going to launch these. Now, they are stunningly gorgeous. They're brand spanking new. Can you excuse me 1 second while I just get, this could be interesting. I just need to get my blackboard. I got it. I got it. Oh, bless you, Debbie Bulford.
Sorry.
You don't have to apologise, you're human, darling. Now, aren't they just exquisite? They're 925 sterling silver with a 9-carat yellow gold overlay. These beautiful bead caps. Now that measurement in between is a 10mm, so you'll actually get a 10mm bead sitting in there. I think a beautiful way of using these is like literally like a chandelier drop, and and have a cascade of perhaps chain falling from there, different droplets, or literally you could encapsulate a bead. Debbie, if you were to put Sculpey clay in this, could you then bake it?
Let's have a look. Oh yes, of course you can, yes.
Oh my word.
Yes, of course you can.
A black bead of Sculpey clay.
That would look nice actually to do a little acorn underneath and have that as
Oh,
a little acorn cup.
Yes! Which would mean you'd only use one of, acorn, they've only got one, haven't they? Well done, Lucy. What am I jabbering on about? I don't know, Ryan. They are absolutely gorgeous, right? They come in a pack of 5. Fwah! Fwah, 64. PWAR 64. Fwah, 64. Hello, £5.95. You know, for 925 sterling silver and 9-carat yellow gold, that is an amazing price. Only here at Jewellery Maker. If you're calling now and using that code on the screen, add these onto your order. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee on absolutely everything that you purchase from us here. It's a free phone number. It's one post and packaging price, and quite frankly, you can't go wrong. 64 PWAR 64. So they're yellow gold on top of a 925 sterling silver detailed bead cap. They're very, very beautiful, and they just make me think of, I'm desperate to go to India. I think it just looks the most amazing place, and especially I think it was since I saw the best marigold, exotic marigold hotel, best exotic marigold hotel. Have you not seen it yet? You've not seen it yet? You mean you've got it and you haven't seen it yet?
Yeah.
You're missing a treat. If you haven't yet seen that film, I really think it will give you so many creative ideas. The use of colour, the culture, it's just, it's an amazing piece of cinematography anyway, but it just, if you've seen the film, you'll know what I mean. You'll know what I mean. And I think it's that vibrancy of the gold, and it's just, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Have you seen it, Debbie?
No, I haven't actually.
You need to see this. You're missing out, people. I'm not on commission for the film, but I think it's a really good one. Okay, should we go to our next brand new kit? Debbie's like, is it fair to say that this is one of your favourite kits that you've had in a long time?
Yes. Yes, it was lovely.
Carla, what are we doing this at, hun? Okay. Right. Can we stop the music, please? How many have we got? Right, we've got a good quantity of these, which is the reason why we're going to take a bit of a hit on it. I think you're going to be a little bit gobsmacked at the price of this kit, Debbie Walford. Let me talk you through the findings first of all. We're looking here at the copper findings with a 925 sterling silver overlay. And that is, do you know what? You might be looking at that. There are tons, there's 100 findings, or as I like to call it, 99 findings and a metre of chain in there. So you have got 3 pairs of shepherd hooks, 15 head pins, 15 crimp bead covers, 10 closed jump rings, 10 plain beads, a metre of that twisted over loop chain, 10 eye pins, a pair of earring chandeliers, 20 crimp beads, a heart toggle clasp 70 by 19 millimetres, and another toggle clasp at 13 millimetres. So you've got all of these findings. This chain will just go such a long way. Have you got chain left over, Debbie?
If I have.
So Debbie's made, do you know, should we have a look at the jewellery before we look at the beads? Let's be controversial. I really, 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 really need you to be on the phone lines early for this because I'm going to have a lot of disappointed people. Look at that. I think that's actually, I know that's Debbie's favourite piece that she's made, the long one. This is very, very, very stylish jewellery. Now you've got all of your findings. You're also going to get 50 metres of silver coloured beading thread, 6 metres of clear elastic and 80 metres of monofilament. And they're all your essential threading materials. Your large and small organza gift bag, your small organza gift bags where your findings will be. Okay, is the music out? Thank you. I'm building up. Let's have a look at this strand first of all. Think your Christmas jewellery. This kit, over 1/3 of the stock's gone. These are so pretty. They've all been cut by hand. They're crackled quartz, they're faceted rounds, and they're 4 millimetres in a full 38 centimetre strand. They are so pretty, and they're going to prove to be, quite honestly, ridiculously useful. Okay, you've then got, look at the sparkle coming off these. The clarity is amazing. Now these are faceted white quartz, again, genuine gemstone. This isn't glass, this isn't faux plastic, this isn't or faux material, it's not a plastic, it's not a crystal. This is genuine quartz, genuine gemstones, sourced from the ground, sourced from Mother Earth, and these here have all been cut by hand, full 38 centimetre strands. If you can imagine how much just one piece of quartz of that size and that clarity could be set in silver in a ring, gives you some idea about how amazing this price is going to be. Now there's 2 wow factors then. These are wow, these are absolute wow. And I'll show you these first because we've seen this type of thing of late a little bit recently. The next strands, however, you haven't. And this is what's going to make, and that is fast. Oh my word, they're amazing. 155 carats. This is bi-colour agate. Genuine gemstones again, faceted with 128 facets on each one. And then you've got the 12 millimetre version. This is the strand that Debbie has just been, I think, is it all right to say you've been salivating, Debbie?
Oh, I just think it's stunning. Absolutely stunning.
Is it fair to say that you all need this in your lives? Right, how many people have got on the call screen on the phone lines already? Right, let's make that double, triple, quadruple. And it's going really quickly. Unfortunately, my call screen here in the studio is defunct. Right, how about we'll say $29.95. Anyone interested? Have I got any takers at $29.95? I've got takers. Well, I'm going to do a deal. Should we go to $27.95? No, let's go lower than that. Should we go to $24.95? Let's go lower than that. It's a first come first served basis. We're at $21.95. Now I cannot even begin to stress to you how much that we have taken a hit on it, profit margins and all that malarkey that happens in the retail world. You are getting categorically 100% an amazing deal at £21.95. It's on a first come first served basis. The code is IUGC34. It's the black and white jewellery kit. You're getting approximately 100 pieces of the silver plated copper, and these gemstones are stunning. We're going to go over to see Debbie. We're going to see what she's done with this kit, and we're also, of course, going to have a little bit of a demo. And it's fair to say, actually, there is one other piece of jewellery that could be brought into this because
Polymer clay.
We've seen it before.
That's right. Yes, that one's in cooperation with clay. But I just love these. I mean, these are just, yes.
Where did you start?
The long necklace, because I love the chain at the moment. Chain is everywhere, absolutely everywhere.
Is.
So I was very naughty and used most of the chain on that
Not
necklace.
naughty, you're Debbie Bulford, you can do whatever you like.
Oh, thank you very much. But that's really on trend at the moment.
Yeah,
But
especially
these
this layered
beads,
look.
you see with the beady beads, when
Yeah.
you make it into a beady bead, see the pattern it forms? It forms it into a cross.
Oh
And
my word!
it's really, really pretty. So on every
Oh my word, look at that.
every edge, it forms it into a cross, which I think is beautiful.
That's amazing.
I know.
Everybody hold the line, and we know we've got a little bit of a queue. It's only about 39 seconds for the last person that's just called in.
It's just stunning.
Gorgeous.
I love that. And then I got the cord. In fact, in my lounge, it looked a bit creamy, but actually it's white. I prefer it to be cream and black or just all black. But I use the tassel there. I just use the
And that's
thread.
the
That's
thread
just
that the beads
goes
came
through
on.
it. I just thought,
So you've not used anything extra?
No, nothing at all. I just wanted to do something because there are a lot of feathers, a lot of tassels coming through for the
Yeah.
Christmas, a lot of jewellery with a lot of tassel and then a big chunky bead on the top. It's going to be very, very popular come Christmas. And then I did the usual beady beads for the earrings, which I think are really pretty.
Can we just look at this bracelet?
Well, that was what was left. The bracelet I made first was that one. And then I had little end bits of eye pins, and I thought, what am I going to do with those? So I just picked up what was left of the crimp covers and made them into silver balls. And
Isn't that adorable? That is so adorable.
really pretty.
So
So
that
bridesmaid
was-
or something. It'd be really pretty.
So you'd made this one first. I love that, a big chunky toggle clasp that comes in the
Oh,
kit.
it's beautiful. I love that toggle clasp. And the usual chandelier earrings, and of course my usual stretchy. I think these beads are so stunning. I think one stretchy like that. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous,
So those are the
gorgeous.
chandelier earrings. This is the bracelet Debbie was just talking about, and all you've done then is pop on 3 different locations this head pins made into the little wiggly snakes,
Cover
and then
the
a
knot.
pair of earrings there as well. All of this £21.95. This is not a typical £21.95 kit. £21.95 kit. I would say this is going to be a great kit for people starting out.
Absolutely.
Because it's not going to break the bank.
Yes, because normally people start off with black and white beads. Well, these aren't white, they're like an ivory, like a winter white. But if you've got any black beads, they'll look stunning. Even white beads against them, to be quite honest, will look lovely. It's nice to start off with and then find your feet with colour and decide what you want to mix in with it.
I think it's got, starter written all over it in terms of, in terms of the price as well. You know,
Well,
if
you
you've
think
never
how
shopped
much,
from this before.
how much would you pay for one necklace? And
Yeah,
you get
I
your money
reckon.
back on one necklace, wouldn't you, really?
Gorgeous. I love that stretchy as well. And also, just to say that there were some beads left over, which Debbie then has incorporated within that bundle, which is now sold out, I'm afraid, that kit with the extruder.
Oh, really? Oh, my goodness.
We have got a starter bundle coming for you later, though. We've got another bundle coming for you later. And so some of those just interjected. It's beautiful. Right, so Debbie, what technique are you going to show
What would you
to
like
us?
to do?
Oh, now then. Oh, no, pressure.
Oh,
Pressure.
you choose.
Do you know what? We haven't seen in absolutely ages, unless I haven't, because I've not seen the show for the last few days. We've not seen a beady bead demonstrated.
Have you
In
not?
quite a while. I don't think so.
Have you
So
not?
for everybody new out there, especially because
right
we're
then.
going to get that look, is that okay? Is that all right?
It's fine.
If we see a beady bead, everybody, is that okay? Because also, what's very interesting is different designers do beady beads in different ways. So what works for you with one designer, it might not work the way a different designer does it. So the way that Debbie does it today, you might go, that's easier than the way I've been doing it, or oh, that's a different way, I might just give it a go. So it's worth, it's worth seeing how different people do beady beads. Just slight differences might work better for you.
I'm going to use the big one so it's easier to see, okay?
Okay, so Debbie has used the 8mm in this beady
have.
bead here, but for the sake of the demo, we're going to do it with the 12. Okay.
Right, I'm using beading thread, again because it's easier to see, but normally I'd use the monofilament to do this, so you wouldn't see any of the thread at all. But actually sometimes if you've got a coordinating thread with your beads, it looks quite nice to have the thread in between.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm going to put,
Be nice with
One,
the black
two.
beading thread.
do you know, it would, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It'd be lovely. 1, 2, 3, 4 beads onto my thread, put that to one side, okay? And the fourth one, or the first one, whichever end you want to do, you thread through again. So you crisscross through one end bead, like that. So you've then got 3 and 1. Looks quite nice. Like, that's the pendant actually, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
So you just pull, and then it goes into that pattern. I love this. When I did that at home, I thought, oh, that looks nice. Oh, very sad, aren't I, really? Sitting there in the lounge going,
not as sad.
ooh, no one was there except
Debbie,
for my
I
dog.
do it on live TV all the time. Like, ooh, I palpitate. I literally salivate on live telly. So doing it in the privacy of your own home, I really don't think it's an issue.
So you then put 2 beads and 1 bead there, and you can see that is your row of 4 beads, because every row has 4 beads in it, but you take the bead out the previous one. So go through the bead. That is the second bead on this side. Oops, feed it through and pull. And there's your second diamond. So do the same again. Put 2 beads on one side, like that. 1 bead on the other, like that. And there's your 1, 2, 3, 4 again. So take your thread from the side that you've got 1 bead on, and you put it through the second bead on the right hand side. And pull. And there you've got your 1, 2, 3 diamonds. Now you need to pull it up together, and to do a beady bead you need 4 sides. So there you've got your 1, 2, 3 sides, now you need your 4th side. So you need to put 1 bead on one thread, 1 bead on the other thread. So you've got it like that. Take your thread and thread back through the very, very first bead, and pull, and that pulls it up into a beady bead.
That looks amazing. I love those crosses of the beads as well.
Don't they look stunning? Now when people get to this stage, when I was doing my teaching, they'd say, well, what do I do now? So what you need to do is you need to get both threads together. So this thread at the moment is coming out of this bead and that side of the same bead. So I need to take this thread all the way around that diamond to get to the other thread. So I'm going to thread through first bead, second bead, second bead, third bead, and then tie it. If you're using monofilament, it can become quite flimsy, so you might need to go through each side of the bead just to firm it up a little bit. But then, just so I don't cut it off right at the knot, you can use some clear nail varnish or some jewellery glue just to secure that knot. I feed my threads through the next adjacent bead and then cut. Okay. So you've got a little bit of leeway. So there is your bead.
That's just gorgeous, and I'd like that chain and then a big beady bead there. That's and right. Just then tassels.
And if you wanted to tassel,
that's the way I'm demoing.
The easiest way to do it is to take 1 bead on your thread.
Sorry, what was that called? Has it gone? It's sold out. I'm so sorry, folks. The kit's now sold out.
Not
I'm sorry.
Surprised. You take 1 bead on your thread, thread it through the centre of the beady bead, and another bead. So when you actually pull it together, it looks like that.
That's wicked, isn't it?
Okay, you can do that if you want to.
It's
you can
gorgeous.
even put a different colour bead inside if you wanted to, a silver bead or something that you could see.
Yeah.
Lovely, really nice.
Fab. You're ace.
Stunning kit, stunning kit. Love
You're
it.
ace. You're well good. Let's have a look at some text messages for Debbie. Hi Debbie and Lucy. Hi Veronica. Please tell me how to stop my flowers made from beads stop twiddling around and hanging down instead of sitting flat. Thanks from Ronks in Oakley. Love the show. I love Veronica Ronks. That's really cool. I like that.
You mean flowers? You mean polymer clay flowers? Individual flowers that you've put a hole through?
I wonder if you might mean the rose quartz ones that we've been doing. You know, when the carved flower beads. So let me just see the twiddling around instead of
flowers
hanging.
made. Oh, flowers made from beads. I see what you mean. Right. Okay. I know exactly what you mean. If you've got petal-shaped beads and you've made it into a flower.
Yeah.
Yeah. Depending where the holes are, if you've wired it. I wish I had a piece of paper. If you've got 4 petals, the top. Let me do this with beads. I can't.
Do you want a piece of paper and a pen?
No, it's all right. So, okay,
Sure.
this is your five petals. Can I put the petals down there? Do you mind, Ollie? Being a real pain. I put 5 petals down there.
Yeah.
Right. And if you to wire, let me get these to point with. If these were individual beads like that, like a flower, and you've wired them, if they've got a hole from side to side here, right?
Yeah.
You will have to use quite a strong wire, say a 0.8 or something, to do a loop, a pin up the top, and perhaps use some jewellery glue and attach it to the back. Or what I have done, if you've got a petal where the bead goes top to bottom, I've then, when I made it into the flower, actually wound the wire round until it gets to the top of this bead. To pull it, because when you hang it, it hangs from the centre, so the flower goes, and you need it to hang from the top of a petal. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can either put the wire back through the bead or wind it up the wire at the back. You need to secure it.
I think I've always fed mine back through.
Yeah, but if you've got a petal with the holes going through here, it's very difficult. So sometimes you can almost do a coil with the wire and actually stick it with jewellery glue to the back of the bead.
Right. Or hopefully.
To make it hang.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Do you know what I'd do? I'd go
Monica.
on Facebook and I would ask that question, because I bet you there's somebody on there that would be able to answer it a bit better than me.
It's jewellerymaker.com. If you go on our Facebook page,
But I do know what you mean. I do know what you mean.
yeah, it's because then they flop. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, totally with you now, Veronica. Hopefully that's helped. So now
Little bit.
we've also had another text message. Oh, Ollie made my day. Debbie, do you have to fold the clay the same way every time you roll it from Tracy? Tracy, Ollie, would you give Tracy a little wave, please? That's it now. And he's also going, wedding ring! He is married, I'm afraid, Tracy. But hey, you can always look. Yeah, right, so the question from Tracy as well as Ollie, the question is, do you have to fold your clay the same way every time?
No, the only rule is that you don't fold your clay with a fold at the bottom, like that. A fold at the bottom and then put that into your roller. You must always put it at the side, otherwise you'll get bubbles in your clay.
I don't think I realised that.
Oh, now you do. Don't ever put it at the top or the bottom, because you get bubbles in your clay. So if I put that through my pasta machine sideways, I haven't clamped it, so then it's nice and flat on the edge and you don't get any bubbles. It's lovely.
It just
and
looks like a
smooth.
piece of leather. It's amazing. So when you fold it, it doesn't matter. You don't have to fold it the same way, but put the fold down the side.
Yep.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Fabulous. Thank you very much, Debbie. And thank you to all of you for sending your designs. It's time once again to look at them on the Wall of Fame. Okie dokie.
Okay. This is number 309. See, black and white, perfect. This is
Love
from
that.
Alice in Pontefract.
Oh, I love Pontefract.
Here's my entry for the Wall of Fame. I have had these mesh disco balls for a while, and although I liked them, I had to wait for some inspiration. The second I saw the gunmetal ribbon coils, I knew they'd go together with the mesh balls.
What
Quite
a great
right.
idea.
Absolutely.
I've got some of those.
I used some Chinese rounds to complete the necklace, also silver findings and crimp covers. It was really nice to make, and I'm pleased with the result. So to see Carol back too, just time for a quick cuppa before I watch the Late Show. Love your gems and the shows, and to all at JM, thank you. From Alice in Pontefract.
That's lovely, Alice. Yeah, I've got some of those mesh balls to put them with the... I can't remember what I last did with them. I found 3 the other day, just in the back of my drawer where I'll keep all my hair clips and things. I was like, oh, you're useful. Did you find this? They just pop up here, there and everywhere. Things everywhere. Now this is a beautiful design. This is 317 and this is from Mel Morris. Hello, lovely. Hi all at JM. This is made from shell pearl with gold-plated wire made into jump rings between the beads. It's a present for my mum who's getting married in December. Oh, she's going to look amazing. Made me the winner. I need more from JM so I can keep creating and my bank is groaning. Lots of love from Mel Morris. Mel, that is gorgeous, and please send all of our love to your mum, and we hope she has an amazing day in December. Those colours are beautiful, very classy. Well done, 317.
This is number 314. This is gorgeous, very regal, it's a really rich colour. This is from Pam in Rugby. This is my first entry for almost 6 months, as I received these lovely Russian diopside from you. I just couldn't wait to make this necklace and earring set. The pendant was something I made from a demo that Laura did the other week, and I think it looks very sophisticated. Hope the picture makes the wall of fame. Love to you all from Pam in Rugby. That is gorgeous.
That is so striking. How elegantly chic. You see, I can imagine someone wearing that. You know, on American movies at Christmas time, when they all have these ridiculous mansions that are covered in snow.
I know what
and
you
their
mean.
homes are just beautiful. And the hostess opens
Yes.
the door. Hello and welcome to my home. That's Australian.
Never mind, eh?
Hey, sweet cheeks, come into my home. Yay! Dreadful accents today, naughty. And you can just imagine, someone really wealthy, basically, and fabulous wearing that.
Very
gorgeous,
elegant, lovely.
gorgeous. Then
Very
these
nice.
colours, how are these, Debbie?
Yep.
This is from Christina in Paisley in Scotland, and this is just gorgeous, and it says, "Hi all, please find attached my first entry to the Wall of Fame.
Oh.
Hello, welcome to you, using carnelian smoky quartz and gold colour findings all from JM. Congrats to all the pregnant ladies." Is it something in the water? Yes, I think it might be. There's a lot of us in the building. I love the show. Great ideas and tips from the guests. Keep up the good work. From Christine Fulton in Paisley in Scotland. Christine, those colours
That's
are
lovely.
gorgeous. And thank you for your lovely message. 3, 2, 1. Right, we're going to go to a break. When we come back, oh my word.
Oh, aren't they pretty?
Aren't they? Look at that pearlescence, and the layers of nacre are really beautiful on these. This is yeah, they're yeah, it's Carla was saying earlier before we went live this morning, it's just this sort of nude tone to them, this peachy tone that makes them incredibly classy.
Oh, I think they're gorgeous, and even put with a natural colour pearl, they'd look stunning, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah. Even
Really
with red
nice.
agates and carnelians as well, that sort of warm tone really works nicely, I think. We're going to do these and a whole lot more. We've got loads more polymer clay opportunities with Debbie. Keep those text messages coming in. Thank you so much for those. And Tracy, there'll be more of Ollie on the other side of this.
Come along and join in the fun on the Copper Clay Workshop with Jewellery Maker. On this one-day workshop, you will learn how to make your own jewellery using this stunning material, texturing, shaping, cutting and stamping the clay. Also learn how to fire your clay at home using 2 different methods. Make pendants, earrings or charms for a bracelet. You'll learn how to do it all on Jewellery Maker's Copper Clay Workshop. Any tools or equipment you need on the day will be provided, and the workshop also includes a buffet-style lunch, refreshments, a tour of the studios and an opportunity to visit our Gemstone Museum, all for this fantastic price. To book your place, call the number on your screens and one of our help team members will take care of the rest. Make sure to phone early though to avoid disappointment. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
New to polymer clay? Then why not come and join us on our Polymer Clay for Beginners course? Join guest designer Debbie Bulford as she guides you through the basic techniques of creating bead shapes, basic canes, pendants, feature beads and much more. You will get the chance to design and craft your own pieces, which you can then take home. During the course of the day, you will get to have a backstage tour of the studios, meet the presenters and have a trip to our jewellery shop. The full course includes black and white clay, a colour clay pack of your choice, use of all tools, buffet-style lunch and refreshments, all for just $64.95. For details of course dates and availability, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Add to your collection with our Wirework DVD, which is full of hints, tips and step-by-step instructions for all levels. Join guest designer Laura Binding as she takes you through how to create the Tree of Life, the herringbone weave and many more. To get your hands on a copy, phone our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
These pearls will sell out in seconds. The pearl essence on these is really exquisite. They're classified, I think they're classified as a peach, but I think the best way to describe them is more like it's a nude tone. If I just grab, in fact, if I just grab these, oh, look at the femininity and the elegance of those two together.
Oh, they're nice.
Isn't it?
That's pretty.
That's a make sense combination, isn't it? Beautiful. A stunning peach essence with this elements of the pinks and the greens. Free phone number 0800 644 655. Right, so they're a peach colour, they're a plain pearl. Now they're classified, it's an almost round. And the closer a pearl gets to a round, the higher the price goes. They're going already. They're going already. I've got loads of people on the phone lines already. Carla, what is the lowest price we're doing on these? Can do on these? Are we seriously going? Right, okay. We're going to go under £10 on these. Now, I know we had some pearls in the previous 3-strand pack before. You'll have noticed they had a lot more rings around them. There's different calibers and there's different qualities of pearls. We're looking at a more closer to perfect round with these than we were with the 3-strand pack. But you know, you got your 3-strand pack for £9.95 and there were other strands in there as well, so it was all relative prices. This is going to be an amazing price for the quality of the pearl that it is. It's the colour and, dare I say, just stock up on them. Just stock up on them. I think we tend to go through sort of feast and famines here at Jewellery Maker, don't we? We have something on air and it seems to be that we have it on air and like at the moment, got a good amount of pearls on and we've got them. Give it a couple more weeks. I bet you haven't got any. I bet you we've sold out of them all, but it'll be something else that we've got in. And do you know what? That's, as much as that might be, it's not the most consistent way for us to be able to sell to you, it's the best way for us to get the lowest prices to you, because what we'll do is the suppliers are doing a massive bulk opportunity prices. We'll take that opportunity because then we pass the savings on to you. So we've got these beautiful peach pearls in stock right here, right now. To be honest, I think this strand is going to sell out today anyway. In fact, in the next couple of minutes, it's brand new in. We're going under £10 for 8mm beautiful quality pearls at £8.95. £8.95. You cannot go wrong. I'll put them up to the neckline. I think this colour is lovely on any skin tone as well. It's very flattering, isn't it? Isn't it?
Actually, it's more flattering in a way than the creamy colour. It is more flattering. It's beautiful.
And it is beautiful on any skin tone. It's very subtle. It gives you an element of colour without it being colourful.
I just think it's really elegant. I just think it's so delicate. I mean, any age could wear that. It's really complementary to any skin, any age. I think it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
All of our strands are 38 centimetres unless otherwise stated as well. So we've got a bit of a queue there, unsurprisingly, on the phone lines. I've just gone really chilly. Is anyone else?
No.
Oh. Are you chilly, Ryan? No. Okay, just me. Cassie, are you chilly? No. Ignore me then. It's fine. £8.95. They are beautiful, and we have got people buying more than one of those. And the reality is, we have got stock of them now. And you know the way we work. We might not have. We might be on pearl starvation in a couple of weeks, and it is literally famine or feast with different gemstones, but it's because of the way that we can buy If we can buy a big bulk lot of something for you, it means we can get your prices down. And so it just means take advantage of something whilst it's on your screen. So we're looking at about 2.5 minutes at the worst case scenario, but it's flying out on the website. 2.5 minutes on the phone lines. It's flying out on the website. If you are allocating to your web baskets, once again, please do check out your baskets as soon as you can, because I've got to tell you, I've got a heck of a queue there on the phone lines waiting to grab these. And if you haven't checked out your basket, you're going to go bye-bye to the pearls. And you don't want to go bye-bye. I just have to tell you, before I go to my next 3-strand pack, can I give you a heads up on something from the next kit? I'm just going to do this. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful, it's true. Next 3-strand pack includes these. You know it makes sense. You know it does. It does, doesn't it, Ryan? It does, yeah. What's your latest development on your beard, Ryan? Have you made any decisions? Are you going to keep going?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
I will trim at some point.
I like it. I think it's cool. I'm just intrigued. Facial hair.
Might go ZZ Top.
Pardon?
Might go ZZ Top.
You might go
ZZ Top. You know that beards down here.
ZZ Top, the beard all the way down like T-navel.
Yeah.
No.
You don't know ZZ Top? Oh dear me.
Why should it? What ZZ Top?
There's a pair of them with really long white beards, sunglasses, and hats, play guitar like that.
What did they sing? What did they play?
Smart Dressed Man.
Yeah.
See if it's not Lionel Richie. I don't know. The countdown started. I know there's a couple of you out there as well who are going to the Lionel Richie concert the same night as I. And we're so excited, been talking on Facebook going, oh my goodness, I'm so excited. 26th of October, I'll be there. Lionel! Might give birth with the excitement, but it'll be fine. What was that, sorry, hun? Okay, really limited stock on the pearls, really limited stock. Hold the phone line, though, and we'll come to you very shortly. Now, coming up for you, in our next brand new kit, oh my word, look at these chunky, chunky, chunky beads. They're amazing. They are seriously amazing. What incredible texture, and the fact that you could have them that way around or you could have them that way around. Now, I'm going to ask a question and the answer is probably no. But, Debbie, could you put gleam on that?
Do you know, I hadn't thought about it until you just turned it then, and I knew that was going through your head. Probably.
Oh my goodness. Oh my woodness. Oh my wonder. Oh my goodness. Oh my woodness.
Probably could actually. I might have a go on one. I'm gonna go with some
obsessed with that gleam. Not that you could tell. Yeah. I'm liking that idea because then it sort of gives almost a druzy-esque sort of texture of druzy, but a different sparkle. Oh yeah, yeah. Anyway, that strand is coming up in our next brand new kit, and I just wanted to give you a heads up on that. It's absolutely wicked, and we've got loads of purple wire as well. Oh, that purple. Oh, look at that colour purple. Oh. Don't worry if you're still in the queue on the phone lines for the Peach Culture Pearls, we've still got stock available for you. Okay, so do hold the line. Right, should we do another 3-strand pack? Shall we do it? Shall we do it now, Debbie? Debbie, I tell you, you're going to love these so much.
Well, they're pretty.
Aren't they? Just very different to anything
I like
we've
those.
had
I
of
said
late.
the other night actually when I was here, I love that sort of shape because it just sits nicely on the skin. That sounds ridiculous, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it
totally does.
Just feels
Yeah.
nice.
They're nice in rings as well.
Yeah.
Really nice for rings. If Laura Binding's out there watching today, I know that Laura's done lots of rings using these. Who's one of our wire work experts is our gorgeous Laura. Now look at the colour of that. Oh, it's gorgeous, like a tempestuous greeny blue.
Ooh.
There's already people dialing up for this. I'm in love with that. Look at that one. Then the shell. And that's the shell that I keep going on and on about with pearls. And then, you see, you won't necessarily use all of these together, but you're going to get a heck of a saving.
Oh, they're lovely.
Aren't they elegant? I love the facets on those. They're really long, elegant droplets of facets. So you've got cream shell puffy coins at 12mm. This is the multicoloured crackled agate at 20mm. And these black agate long drops are 30 by 10.
Do you know what I'd do? I'd use those round ones to make rings, and those other two, if anyone's bought that previous kit, can you imagine adding that to the black and grey?
Oh, with the stripy agate, with the bicolour agate?
I mean, wouldn't it just be stunning?
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Right, there's lots of you on the phone like, what a beautiful idea. And when it is only one post and packaging price, if you got that kit, it was only $21.95. You can afford to get these. Delivery's no extra. Whap them on the order. Right, let's do a really, really, really good deal. Carla, what's the lowest price that we can go to? We're going under £20 for all three. Carla's actually going to work her magic, because I actually think, just bear with, but what do you think? See, and tell me if you disagree, but don't you think this strand, typically, price compared to our very own website, don't you think about $12.95, $14, $12.95 is probably realistic for this strand of our website. This one, I don't know, I've not seen the price of Shine. Just look at the pearlescence on it. Look at those colours. Can you see it? You can't see it too well on your TV screens, but it's like pinks and greens. Beautiful. I don't know, probably, I don't know about this at the moment on the website. I don't know. These possibly about $9.95. The difference between these and other black agate, sorry, is the way that they've been cut, and that's by hand. Beautiful, very lustrous. Right, should we do your bargain? Let's do you a right mighty fine bargain. Once again, using the code at the top of your screen, this is a bargain bundle only available until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, but I think it's going to go before then because it's already going, and it's $14.95 for everything. Oh yes, for everything. And I do think, you know, for $12.95 probably realistically. I'm not implying a worth or a value on that crackled agate, but I'm doing a price comparison to our own website. Do you think that's realistic, Debbie?
I do actually. Yeah,
$12.95 for the agate.
Yeah.
And that black agate, you see, if they were $9.95, what would we be looking at then? We'd be looking around £22.90 for those. And then of course you've got your shell as well, which is probably realistically about what, $5.95, something like that. This is great value for money. It's going very quickly. This is the only way that you can get this strand at the moment, by the way. We don't have it available as a separate strand. It's only available in this 3-strand pack. These particularly, can you imagine on a silver head pin?
I just thought exactly the same, or a bit of chain. Just they would look stunning as earrings. As you know, I don't wear earrings, but that would really catch the light, wouldn't it? Look at that with the little pearl on top of your earring.
Yeah, with my freckly ears.
That's really pretty.
Freckly ears are not available with this 3-strand pack.
Beautiful.
Random. We've still got more people coming in on the phone lines. You know what? We've got stock available for you, so come on down because the price is so right. CD GC12, thank you for joining us today. I hope you're enjoying the show. We've got a jam-packed show. We're going to be going over to Debbie again in just a minute for 2 consecutive things. We're going to be going to a brand new kit, and then we're also going to be doing the starter kit of the Sculpey Clay. £15 on that. It is fabulostic value for money. What is it, Ryan? Fabulostic.
Fabulostic.
That's very well said. Fabulostic.
Thank you.
Right, I'm just thinking, if you carry on growing your beard, for Christmas we could spray it white.
Oh dear.
Really?
I know I'll be on maternity leave then, but I could actually come in and spray it for you. I'll come back in just to spray Ryan's beard white, so you can be our resident Father Christmas.
Just what you
or
want.
it could just go.
I'm not jolly enough though, really.
You're not jolly enough.
Big. No.
As in big.
Yeah.
We can shove some pillows in there, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or you could just go quite bushy and you could be a full-on elf. Could get you some little pointy ears.
I look forward to it.
Yeah, so you should. You see, I will grace your screens for about 20 seconds over Christmas, maybe. to transform Ryan's look and take advantage of his beardiness. Okay, we are looking at about a minute on the phone lines. CDGC12, love that. So that's bi-colour collection and it's beautiful. Sorry Carlo, I didn't listen to you then. Oh, now then, let's have a look at these. Because this, I think this is, to be honest, the next two strands, our single strands that we're going to be launching that are brand new, are my favourite in the show. Look at that as an addition. If you take that away, oh, Debbie.
What?
Do you like that?
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't that gorgeous? I've just taken the shell away.
Yeah.
And this is a brand new strand we're going to do later.
That's lovely.
Thank you, Ollie. Ollie's just gone, oh, I put the shell away and look what I did. I know, aren't I fabulous? So 3 strand pack, still got some of those available. Grab it, the code is CDGC12. And another brand new strand that's on its way for you. Now these are just chunky and fabulous. We're thinking chain, we're thinking one bead, we're thinking tassels underneath, and you'll be able to do that so many times over. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, approximately 9 times over. Them pieces. They're gorgeous. And of course, we've got the starter kit for the polymer clay on its way for you as well. I'm also going to show you. This is just absolutely beautiful. For those of you who love green tones of gemstones, isn't this a delightful collection of agate quartz? And I think we've got green fluorite in there as well. That's also on its way for. I've got loads, I've got so many things to get through. I've got the 3 strand packs. I'm going to have to give you a heads up on this.
Very nice.
You're so predictable.
Oh, I'm very boring, aren't I?
No,
with the
you
next
just
kit, with those cubes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I'm saying that Debbie is predictable, I mean it in the nicest possible way ever. I just know her taste.
Horrible
I knew.
shoe. Horrible shoe. Horrible.
I knew that you'd gravitate towards these because these are the colours that you naturally would wear,
yes.
aren't they?
Yeah, from home. Yeah. Oh, I love.
Right, we're going to do those in a few minutes. But first of all, are we going to do our final brand new kit? Or are we going to do the? Okay, we're going to do the final brand new kit, which is Designer Bird. What is it, Ryan?
Designer Bird.
Louder, please, Ryan.
Designer Bird.
Thanks. I love my team so much. I'm going to miss you guys. Will you come round and just like entertain me at home when I'm on maternity leave? You'll come round and film me? No, please don't. It'll be horrific. If you're going to come round and film, let me know and I'll clean the house first. Right. What an amazing kit this is. And it's very much about these massive agates, which are completely different. So they're faceted and cut on one side and then left quite natural on the other side. And I'm thinking the gleam. Now, people who didn't see the show earlier, have you done it? Debbie's done one, we'll have a look at that when I go over. Who didn't see the gleam earlier, I'll explain it to you in a bit. Okay, first of all, let's look at this smoky quartz. Now, these are fabulous because usually with puffy coins and smoky quartz, or with coins, we either get a full faceting or a complete sheen. But I love the facet, excuse me, hiccups. The facets on those are amazing, aren't they? Now these are faceted coins of 8mm, 90 carats, full 38cm strand. And I just love, they don't just sparkle, they've got a real lustrous bling element to them. Now, and that is a full 38cm strand. Now these are really cool. These are really, really cool. This is fancy jasper. Look at the variety, look at that one. It's almost like I've got a Dalmatian print on it. It's stunning. That's gorgeous brick red. Do you know what? We've got these back by popular demand. They are so popular. So this is Fancy Jasper. They're corner draw cubes at 9mm, the smoky quartz. Shall we just have a look at these big chunky things? Pieces, chunky. And the beautiful thing about this is 100% use the gleam on one side of them. And the gleam is it's like a metallic cream that you can put onto your Sculpey clay. But we just had an idea before and it's worked. Debbie's just put it on one of these gemstones on one side and it looks great. So what you have is this full strand of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, approximately 12 pieces of agate that are really chunky. And then you've got scope. Look at that. Amazingly beautifully faceted on one side. To be completely natural on the other side. And you actually have some natural druzy coming through. Druzy is probably most at home with agate or quartz. Look at that. And that crackled quality is stunning. So faceted on one side. Oh, look at that. That's like a gorgeous, mysterious, magical piece. These are great. Do you know what? It's flying out already. I just think it's lovely to have something that's completely different. Can you imagine that with the gleam on it? It looks like it already has, and I think that's probably why I had the idea of putting it on there. So every single one is beautifully, chunkily faceted on one side. Then you've got 50 metres of silver coloured beading thread, 6 metres clear elastic, 80 metres of monofilament. You've got a large and a small organza gift bag. Your findings are, you've got 99 findings and a metre of chain, giving you 100 findings in total. And this is all copper with a 9-carat yellow gold overlay. So you've got 3 pairs of shepherd hooks, 15 head pins, 15 crimp bead covers, 10 closed jump rings, 10 plain beads. They're going to be lovely with this kit. A metre of that chain, which is the twisted oval loop chain at 3 by 4mm, 10 eye pins, a pair of earring chandeliers, 20 crimp beads, a 17 by 19mm heart toggle clasp, another toggle clasp at 13mm, and a bolt ring clasp and jump ring at 7mm. And then you've also got wire. You've got the 0.25 and the 0.6, 10 metres of each. This colour of purple is just gorgeous. And what I love about these wire reels as well is that I'm proving to, if you have a look there, that comes off and it stops your wire pinging around everywhere. That is a godsend, trust me. So 0.25 and the 0.6, so you can make your own findings if you want more findings at the 0.6 as well. It's a great, really versatile one to have. Your 0.25, it will go through your smoky quartz, it will go through your jasper cubes, and it will certainly go through your agate. Right, everything here then. Good luck, it's brand new in today. It's a first come first serve basis. Over half the stock's gone already. It's $24.95 and over half the stock's already been allocated. It's called Desirable. What's it called, Ryan?
Desirable.
We are trying to sound French, yeah. It's what we do, Ollie. It's how we roll. Right, we're going to go over and see how Debbie has used this kit, and I tell you, the jewellery is just, I think it's because of the different shapes. Usually within a kit, you always get rounds. There's no round gemstones in this kit.
No, it's nice and different shapes actually.
And to have all different shapes really gives you that amazing designer look from the offset. You're destined for fabulousness with it, aren't you? You're destined for more of that designer look than your typical look, perhaps.
Yeah, absolutely. I know. I'm very predictable doing these long necklaces, but I do think they look stunning.
No,
with
they're
the chain.
so on trend. They work
the chain
amazing.
and the kits, it just screams out. I think it's beautiful.
I don't think this is predictable in the slightest. Feast your eyes on this.
I love that. I really
all
love
from that one kit.
Probably can't see the purples very well on there, but I just think it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Again, chunky knitwear. Because with your chunky knitwear, because that isn't a piece that you with a very simple floaty maxi dress.
Do you want to put it on a paler bust? Would you be able to see it a bit better? If it was on that one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah? that better?
Yeah, that's great, thank you. Yeah, because with it sort of floaty little tops in the summer and things, thank you.
That's better.
This is a piece that is destined for, yeah, you're chunking it
better.
wherever. Oh. So, I mean, I just gravitated towards that immediately. You talk us through absolutely everything, because the way you've used the wire as well, particularly in this piece with the gizmo, that's just gorgeous.
Well, I just wanted to do something other than the chain or just the thread, so I just put the normal beading thread through it with a crimp and what have you.
Is that the 0.6 or the? Yeah, it's the 0.6.
Yeah,
yeah.
0.6.
So this is the purple wire that's been then coiled using a gizmo. So Debbie's used that as the frame of the upper part of the necklace and then put beading thread through. And if we take a look further down.
Then I used the jig that Cherry was using the other day.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just to do this bit here, and then did this bit just by hand.
And do you know, it's purples and golds.
Just Christmas all over, aren't they, really? They're just Christmassy tones. I think they're
Colour of
beautiful.
my Christmas tree.
And the next one here is the same. I've used the same sort of wire and just put a little frame around one of the pieces around there. And then
Gorgeous.
wound some head pins with a very fine wire. See at the top here, the links. Those are just eye pins actually that I opened up and just wound some of the wire around.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Here, so you've used an eye pin as a frame.
And you just wound it round.
Doesn't that look gorgeous? Oh Debbie, you're so clever. All of this from the kit, yeah?
Yeah. And then the one on the end, right on the end, that's got little coils at the bottom, and then I just use the very fine wire just to make some little wire balls.
I love making those.
Yes, they're good
It's the
fun,
first
aren't
time I saw those being made, I was like, became then addicted to it.
they? So easy to do.
Yeah.
And then just did simple earrings and a stretchy, and then used the wire to do this one, which is just like a 3 beads into one.
Just gorgeous. So we'll just have these are the earrings that Debbie's just referred to. And just attention again, using the wire instead of hairpins. They're cool, aren't they? Those tones work really, doesn't the smoky quartz look completely different next to that jasper?
It does, absolutely.
And this is lovely.
All stretchy. Oh, it's not stretchy, is it? No, it's not stretchy.
Oh no,
No,
yeah.
it's
Do you know what, I
clasp.
completely didn't even think that.
No, it's got a clasp on it. And then this is done with wire. Just twisted some wire through.
Oh, let me take that off so we can see that. So have you made the whole thing on wire?
Yeah, I didn't have enough beads to go all the way around doing the pattern, so I've just done the pattern at the front, and then just put the simple little beads at the back, and then coiled the earrings.
And then,
That's
yeah,
so much
these
fun.
earrings are sweet.
It's the last little bit of wire I had left.
Really sweet. So what technique are you going to show to
I
us?
will do whatever you want me to do. What do you want me to do?
No, I knew. Well, whilst I'm deciding, can you just talk us through what you've done here? Yeah.
I've just taken some of the silver gleam and rubbed that onto. Can you see that? Other way around. That's it. Onto the bead. Yeah.
That looks great. That looks
Doesn't it?
really great.
Just
It's like something from outer space.
It does actually, yes.
This has come from the moon. It hasn't
I
come
think
from
it's
the moon.
lovely. And then you've still got
Retract that
obviously everything
statement.
lovely and shiny the way. But,
Yeah,
but
that's great. You can wear a necklace with a completely different look.
love that.
Debbie, I don't know. Can you choose?
Yeah, can do.
Thanks.
Right, okay, let's show you. Do you want to do this one or do you want to do the pendant?
Well, I was going to say that if I was going to say any, I was going to do that one because we haven't done anything like that before.
All right, we'll do that then.
This one here, folks. That seems fated then because I was going to
Does
say
it?
that anyway. Yeah. I just didn't want to be like responsible.
Why?
I don't know. Felt like pressure.
No, not at all. I've got to make 1 or 2 coils, but if you'll bear with me to make the coils, that's fine.
Well, bear with.
Bear with.
How are we doing lot levels there, Caroline, my lovely? Okay, we're down to limited stock on this one now. It's at $24.95. It's these big chunky agates.
Beautiful colours.
Yeah.
Right, first of all, you start off by doing a coil. And the coil you start by putting your round nose pins right at the end of the wire and turning until it touches like that, until it's like a letter P. Okay, and then take your round nose pliers out and place that into your flat nose pliers. Okay, and just push. I do this way, some people do it other ways, but just push with your hands, with your thumb, and keep going round and round and round. These coils are not neat and tidy, the ones at the bottom of that pendant. They are very, very random. So there's the first little coil. I need to cut that off. I need to do 2 or 3 of these. Would you like to do a coil while you're sitting there?
I like doing coils.
Yeah. Right, well you can do a coil for me then.
Okay.
There you go.
Thanks.
Keep it busy, you know.
Yeah, what is this getting me working today?
I know, I just thought, you know, I'd just get you working really.
Alright, thanks.
So rather than sitting there. Right,
Thanks, Ollie.
So just keep repeating and doing your coils. It doesn't matter if they're not completely neat. They just,
Hello.
at the bottom.
I just realised you're on my hands. Oh, no. Don't come. No, because I won't be able to do it because it's live telly and it's different than making it in your own home.
That's fine.
I've done the start of my coils a bit big.
But doesn't matter.
For the sake of demonstration, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah. Right, do that one and then one more and then we're finished. See how quickly you can do them. And this one
is it a race? Is it a race?
Yeah. Go on then. I think I've done about 8 on that one, but we'll do it just with 5 or 6 on this for now.
How many? How big do you want this coil? This is my coil.
That's fine. Oh, it's a lot neater than mine. Mine are really haphazard.
That's because
anyway,
I've taken about 20 hours compared to you, where you've done 4.
I'll pinch that from you. Right. So, take all of your coils and take the longest one that you have, okay, and wind that around the coils at the bottom. At the moment, you can leave them just in a little bundle like that.
Okay.
All right. Choose one of the wires. Usually, the one sort of in the centre, and that goes through your bead. And the rest of the wires go around the outside. Now with my bead, I did about 8 of these, and obviously I haven't had the time to do all of those. So imagine the sun.
Oh, uses.
I know. So imagine there's some going around the back as well. So there's just some at the front at the moment. And again, hold them tight.
I suppose that would just mean then you can wear it either way round if you wanted.
Exactly, and it just feels more secure. It just sits better. Just taking one of the wires and winding that round, just holding it with my thumb, okay, like that. So it's now quite secure, but it might tilt if you haven't got anything behind it.
Oh right, okay. Yeah.
Now on the necklace there, I've actually taken 1 or 2 of the wires and actually coiled those and pushed them back down onto the bead.
Oh yeah, we can see that actually.
Just to make a little bit of a feature, and I've just done it with 1 wire. But the rest of the wires, I've twisted. So I've just left 1 wire out as though I was making it at home. I've twisted, let me just do that again, twist it properly, holding it with my pliers. So it's quite a tight twist. Cut off the excess, holding all the bits so they don't fly everywhere. And then just tuck that down into a bail. So that's quite easy actually, quite easily done. And then that I would twist down into a coil and push down onto the bead. Now at the bottom there, in fact I'll do a little quick twist. That's it, just leave it like that. The bottom, then you can start opening up your little coils and you can position them however you would like. So if I could bring that necklace over, is that okay? I just
of course, yeah.
There is one that I took quite a long time to do at home. And I've used the opposite side of the bead, so you can see the contrast of one with a shine and one without. But it's a nice way of taking a bead. You can even do this with a bead without a hole. You can make a cage for it and put a pebble in, or something that you really like that hasn't got a hole in it.
Lovely.
Okay.
Debbie, thank you very much.
Pleasure.
What a fabulously talented lady you are, and we have a few of this kit remaining. Very limited stock. And those agates, I just think they're just so different.
They're beautiful. Really vibrant in colour, aren't
gorgeous,
they? They're lovely.
Really gorgeous, nice. Saturated in colour.
Very nice.
So we've had a couple more text messages in, so let's have a look at these.
Okay.
Thank you very much for sending your messages in. Hi Lucy, Debbie and team, hello, enjoying the show and want to know, does red spread out into other colours when baking. Are eyelets e-coated? And that's thanks from Andy.
As far as the e-coating, I don't know. I'll have to find out on the website. I won't say yes because I really, really don't know. I'll have to find out.
I don't believe they are. Carla's going to find out for you. I don't believe they are.
I don't think they are, no.
And in terms of the red?
The only way it would spread is...
This is about polymer clay, by the way.
Sorry.
If you just tuned in, this is Debbie's been doing some demos with clay, so we're just getting some questions in regarding the clay.
Sculpey is the only range of clay that I know that you can go from black to white into colours and nothing stays on your hand. I've got nothing on my hands, I haven't worked with black and white this morning, but red is the one colour that does occasionally comes off on your hand if you've got warm hands. The only way you transfer it is if then you picked up white clay and you rubbed it in your hands with red clay on your hands and it would go pink. Obviously when you sanded it, that would come off. But as far as spreading when it cooks, it shouldn't spread. I've never known anything spread with Sculpey clay.
And it's the brand, so we use the Sculpey polymer clay here.
I've never known Sculpey Primo, if you mean if it bleeds into other colours, I've never known that happen. Not even with ochre colours, which is the yellows and the browns are the ones that usually do it, and I've never known that, no.
Okay, and then the next one coming in is from Alison in Thornhill. I'm about an hour behind the live show, so sorry if this question has been asked and answered. That's all right, hon. Question regarding rolling. How thin is thin enough before it gets too thin? That's a really good...
Oh dear.
That's a good question, Alison. Yeah.
Well, it depends on what you're doing, Alison. If you're doing a pendant, I would stick to number 1, which is the thickest.
This is the setting on the rolling
machine. If you're doing something like translucent clay and you want to cover a pendant, translucent clay goes almost like looking through foil. It doesn't go absolutely transparent, but it goes clear-ish. If you want to put that sort of look onto a bead, then put it on number 9 and you can actually see through it. It's really, really fine.
Wow.
It depends what you're making. Let me know what you're making and I'll let you know.
Maybe a question for Facebook?
Yeah. Or let me know on Facebook and I'll answer it when I get home.
Yeah, the only thing is if you were to text, and we're getting so many texts, I don't want your message to get mixed up and then we don't answer it for you. So if you pop it on Facebook, it might be there's some other people out there as well who are using clay and things have got opinions as well that might be able to help you. So, right then, we're going to go to the Wall of Fame. Let's go now.
Move that out of your way so you're not being wet.
Okay. Thank you.
Right, this is number 308.
Look lovely with what you're wearing.
This is from Eleanor in Edinburgh.
Hi, Eleanor.
Hi, this is my week's entry to the This is this week's entry to the Wall of Fame. Smoky quartz and pearls from JM. Always a good combination. Absolutely, I agree.
Totally.
I usually do more chunky showstoppers. I made it for a Canadian lady visiting Scotland, as smoky quartz is our national gemstone.
Oh, great idea.
I kept it simple and I wasn't sure of her style. Well, it's perfect if you do that. Always enjoy the banter, designer's inspiration, and not to forget the wonderful gemstones. Keep up the good work. From Eleanor, that's fantastic.
That is beautiful, hun. 308.
Really nice.
Congratulations to you. These are so feminine, they're so pretty. 320, and it's from Jean in Buckhurst Hill. Hi, JM. Hi, Jean. Here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. Made with white jade, rose quartz, black onyx, and organza ribbon on stretchies, all from JM. I must admit, when I first bought a pack of ribbon from you, I was a bit stumped as what to do with it. But your clever designers are showing us all sorts of ways to incorporate it. Thank you. Hope you like these. They were snapped up by my nieces as being very girly. I agree, they're lovely. And that's from Jean in Buckhurst Hill. Jean, you're number 30, otherwise known as 320. Well done.
This is number 312, and it's from Amelia in Wiltshire. Here's my second entry to the Wall of Fame, made from sunstone, turquoise and silver finings. That's beautiful, isn't it? All from Jewellery Maker. I watch JM every day, including the evening edition. As I live alone, I find the presenters and the guests all up for a good laugh, and I feel very much involved within your programme. May it long continue. Love and kisses to you all from Amelia. That's lovely, Amelia. Thank you.
Amelia, that's fab, because the thing is, that's how I really hope it comes across, and that's what I've sort of always tried to do from the beginning, because it's not your typical shopping channel, because we're just all one big community, aren't we?
Yeah.
We are, and I think it's like, because I feel like when I'm talking to you now, I'm talking to you right now. We're all having a bit of a gas bag, and we're just all in it together. And just because we're on the telly, doesn't. No, I think it's 80 million. I really like your name. This is 316. I know, chilling out with our mates. This is from Lynn. Hello, lovely. And it says, are you laughing at me?
Yeah.
Hi, Ola JM. Here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. I find this leaf technique one of the most useful shapes, and I've learned from that I've learned from JM. And it can be used in so many different ways. You're so right. It's a technique down at the bottom here if you're not familiar with it. I found it hard to make this leaf lie flat in spite of using a heavy book on it overnight, so I changed the beading thread for wire, and it worked well. That's great. Do you remember, of course, in this kit, you've got the 0.25 wire as well, so that'd be
perfect
for the leaf technique. I love the contrast between the faceted beads of the leaf and the faceted, chunky rutile quartz. And I've not made up my mind whether I can part with this set. I don't think you can, Lynn.
I do that, make things just sell. Like, oh no, I'll just keep it for a while.
That'd look gorgeous with what you're wearing as well.
Yes, I want that.
Beautiful design, 316. Good luck to you.
Lovely.
Right, I'm going to scoot over here because we're about to do another bundle offer. Thank you very much, Debbie Bulford. Still got a few more of this kit available for you. It is amazingly stunning, and that agate with the facets on one side and then that natural quality to it on the other side is fab. Loving that. Loving it, loving it, loving it. We're loving it like that. Right, let's stop the music, please. Thank you. You will buy this 2-strand pack. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I've got Jasper puffy coins. Look at these colours here. What I love about Jasper is the fact that every single one will give you a slightly different pattern to it. There's no sort of consistency, and that's the appeal. And it literally goes through this mottly chocolate tone to a beigey tone. These delicate pinks, look at the other side of it. Completely different again. They've got amazing veins to them. Look at the colour of this. You see that as a focal point. I think something like this strand is it's one of those strands, get your teeth in, Lucy, get your brain in gear. It's one of those strands that will really benefit from taking it completely apart and really spreading it out on your board. Do you know what I mean,
yes,
Debbie?
I do actually. I do that quite often with those sort of strands, to actually look at each individual one.
Yeah.
And then it almost tells you what to do. You think, okay, I'm going to use that separately, I'm going to use those as earrings, and it just is easier then to see what you're going to design.
Yeah. And then you can do beautiful patterns of weave. I love these types for doing very simple weaves going around the others. And then, so it's a full 38cm strand. What's really prominent in this as well is the beautiful rich chocolate tones that make up the veins of it. So it's a full 38cm strand. They're 14mm in their diameter, and they are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Jaspers. Okay, to be honest, for me, I think it's because of the value for money. Now this is the one that makes Debbie, quite honestly, I don't want to sound too personal, but she's salivated and palpitated over these this morning.
Oh, it's beautiful.
They are big pieces of Botswana. And these immediately, they lend themselves to perhaps, you know what about the technique you've literally just shown to us with the wire? One of these,
beautiful.
The pendant with, and then getting the 8 lots of wires around as well, and so you can make like literally like a cage, and then you coil around, and then the spirals at the bottom, and again you've got. We've talked a lot recently about grey tones being really, really in for the next season. Great chocolate browns and sort of these cinnamon paprika tones are always around at this time of year anyway. But then the greys are really, really coming into fashion, and Debbie's talked about that in length a lot. I actually really like as well, I like the colour thread that these are on. I know I don't talk about that very often at all, but they're lovely.
A lot of the kits are having a lot of coloured thread in, and a lot of them have got this colour in. The red colours coming up to Christmas.
The beading thread.
The burgundy thread with that sort of thing. It looks stunning.
Yeah, gorgeous. They're absolutely beautiful. And with that, yeah, that deep red, immediately I've sort of come into this one. It's looking a little bit more chocolate brown on your TV screens, but actually this is quite a sort of a deep clarity colour. And then you've got the grey tones. Now these have been quite heavily chunkily faceted as well. So you're going to get both of these strands together. You're going to get a great saving for both of them, but you need to be using the code at the top of your screen. Remember, it's a 30-day money-back guarantee on absolutely everything. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful, what is it, Ryan? Beautiful. YD GC7. Be a little bit blown away by $10.95, because $10.95 would be lower than I would expect to pay just for this Botswana agate. So use that code at the top of your screen and take advantage of it on a free phone number 0800 644 655. And of course you've got that one post and packaging price for all of your purchases all day. And it's $2.95 for your Royal Mail facility and £4.95 if you are shopping and using the courier facility. It's going very quickly on the website. Once again, you need to make sure you're checking out your baskets if you're shopping on the website. On the what, Ryan? He wasn't listening. On the website.
I'm sure there's a French word for website.
You think there's a French word for website? I think there's probably a French word for every single word that we've been saying, Ryan, to be honest. Just because we're dreaming of being in hello. I think there is actually, yeah. It's called the French language, Ryan.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it does it. The French language, Ollie. There's lots of you there joining us on the phone lines as well. Don't forget, it is a free phone number. Ryan, I've just thought what you could do. You could grow, why don't you shave off your beard and do a poireau moustache? And you could have a little... Oh, I tell you, today's show has been very heavily about Ryan's facial hair. £10, it's featured heavily. Look at that one there. Oh yes, yes. And it's that beautiful deep carnelian tone as well. But I do think the scope, and I don't talk about it often at all, you'll know that if you're regular viewers, but I do think the scope for holding onto the thread that this comes on and doing something that lovely sort of metallic gunmetal grey coming through. Okay. I have now got a bit of another palpitation, salivation momento. So that 2 strand packs, a few of those still available at $10.95, the code YDGC71. Okay, let's stop the music. Please go and stop the music. Thank you. What you have here is a combination of tiger's eye, jasper, I was thinking about that, tiger's eye, jasper, and hematite. And when these properties all come together, they create a type of form of gemstone that's known as tiger's iron. Now, I would say we've probably not had it in for a good few months, and when we did have it in before, it was in the round beads. I don't remember us ever having, and I'm not saying that we haven't had it, but I certainly can't remember, but that doesn't say a lot about my memory at the moment, an amazing pendant. Now I'm going to get Ryan, please may you do a very good close-up on this one for me, thank you. Oh, you see. So look at this chatoyancy that you've got here. Look at the way, if I just move it around the light, look at the way, look at all this sheen taking place. And the TV isn't doing it justice, it's really irritating. Can you see you've got a drill hole there, and you've got one there as well, so your beading thread can go right across, so you get the full effect of that. You've almost got like these burgundy tones. There's something about this piece that's making me think of the drawing room on Downton Abbey. I know everything's about Downton Abbey, I know it's because I think it's truly wonderful. Does anyone else? I think it's that rich mahogany furniture they have in there, and the big swags of gold, rich sort of ruby red curtains, and the fringing on. Let's have we go around the other side. Now the bad news is we haven't got a massive quantity of these in stock. There's less than 100 of them in stock. That's a shame. Okay, I've been informed that you are going to love this price. It's brand new in today. It's a 95 carat piece. You'd expect, it's only £4.95. 95 carats, you'd expect that type of carat weight in this full strand, a 38 centimetre strand. Perhaps for 95 carats, you'd probably be looking at, yeah, probably a 6 mil. But to have this carat weight in one pendant, and it is absolutely beautiful. So you've got the properties of the tiger's eye in there. So you've got that chatoyancy, you've got the jasper within there, but also the hematite in there, giving you this gorgeous, amazing, it's just stunningly beautiful. Do you know what I'd love to use with this? Antique bronze wire. I think it would set it off really nicely.
Really nice, I like that.
And in fact, we've got a wire bundle coming up later with antique bronze wire in it.
In fact, can I just say,
you can say whatever you like, your Debbie Bulford.
When Cherry does her workshops for her beading, she's using the wig jig and using wire. So it'd be nice to do something with that.
Yes, it would. And we have still got some spaces, like I said earlier, we've still got some spaces on Tuesday of next week for the Beading Basics cord, and that will be with Cherry. So there's only two spaces going on the Beading Basic course. So get yourself involved, and particularly if you've never made a piece of jewellery before in your life and getting so distracted and I just want to go, hi! I've got an audience. You'll meet them all in a minute. So get yourself on that Beading Basics course, and you'll meet Cherry as well, and she's really cool. And am I in on Tuesday? I think I might be, so I'll join you for a sausage roll after. So £4.95. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece. We have got, just to warn you, we have got people buying more than one of those. Somebody's just snapped up 5 on the website. Because the thing is, like I was saying before earlier with the pearls, when they're in stock, they're in stock. And it's like feast and famine. So we've got it now, take advantage of it now. But the reality is, in a couple of weeks, we might not see this again for months. And what happens when you have a commission and somebody goes, oh, really love that, can you make me one? And you won't have any. So if you're thinking, I quite like that, I'd get more than one of those today. So £4.95. Right. Here in the studio, I've got a fabulous group of people. We are joined by a gentleman as well today. We have courses that take place within our studio facilities pretty much on a daily basis at the moment, covering all the different disciplines that we have here at Jewellery Maker. So from the Sculpey Polymer Clay with Debbie to the basic beadings with Cherry, we've got the wire work courses, and of course we have the discipline of metal, and we've got the silver clay. And is it a metal clay course today? It is indeed a metal clay course, which means Natalia Coleman is in the building. Come down, my darling. That pendant.
To bring my crew with me, my hood.
You get to bring your hood. You've got that sage. That's like the sage amethyst we had on first thing this morning. That looks amazing. Look at this. Now this is metal clay, folks. This is Natalia as well. I don't know if have I seen you since the ball?
Yes. We did a show together.
I did. Obviously
I'm so
not
forgettable, aren't
I know. Obviously, I got really bored that day and I forgot it even happened. How are you doing? Are you all right?
Very well. How are you?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you. Right, bring in your crew. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So this is one of our courses that are taking place here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. So your name is Marion. Hello, Marion. Hello, Elizabeth. Come round. Hello, Susan. Lovely to meet you. Hello, David. Hello. And hello, Pamela. So this is members of the courses. Oh, watch yourself. Are you all right? Oh, it's just me bored. Everything falls all over the place here. So today, have any of you ventured into metal clay before? Yeah, that's beautiful. And the polymer. And the resin. Is it safe? Can I, in the nicest possible way in the world, can I say you're addicted? Yeah. Brilliant. Yeah, hands up. Elizabeth is addicted. Me too. I think it's the best. I think it's the best thing. And you've got the enamel as well. So it's safe to say you like to cover all disciplines. Yeah. Now you definitely need to watch the repeats of the show today, because we're talking about mixing the disciplines in. Because Debbie's been using some of the gleam, which you typically use with, well, the resin, or the enamel, alongside the Sculpey clay, and it looks amazing. So, so welcome. That's gorgeous. I love those hematite hearts. So, thank you all so much for being here. Are you all addicts of the show? Yeah. We're liking addicts of the show. We're liking it.
Today I can't buy anything.
Oh, don't worry. I'll come up later and I'll fill you in. Yeah, but you're going to be going to the. the tiger iron pendant. How are we doing on stock levels on the tiger iron pendant? Sold out, Elizabeth and Sally. Please don't cry, you're on live television. You'll really regret it when you watch the repeats. So, this is the metal clay course that's taking place. So, Natalia, just very briefly, what will everybody be learning today?
They will be learning how to use copper clay to make beautiful pieces of jewellery. They get 100 grams of copper, so they can make tons of stuff. Can you imagine?
Fabulous. Fabulous. So 100 grams, so you'll be able to make absolutely loads. We do have a series of different courses now. There's lots of different ways that you can find out what courses we have available. If you have a look at the latest edition of the JM Hub magazine, they'll be listed in there for you. They'll also be on our website, and if you have a look on our Facebook page, Kirsty actually is in charge of running all the courses. So Kirsty, can we put a link on the Facebook page again later?
They are absolutely already on some of them, so keep your eyes peeled.
Keep your eyes peeled. There are new courses on their way, and I know what they are. And there's our gorgeous Kirsty, who's got the most amazing pendant on today as well. She was wearing that the other day, and I meant to nick it off her then. So don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to be going to a short break. When we return, we're going to be going through the starter pack for the Sculpey Clay. We're going to also be doing a lot more of the demonstrations with Debbie. And Debbie, are we going to be focusing on the black and white clay again?
Yes.
I look over and everything seems to be the black and white clay, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Also coming up, of course, we've got more of those 3-strand bundles and the agate and quartz strands. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you on the other side of this.
New to jewellery making? Then why not come and join us on our Beading for Beginners course? Join guest designer Cherry Green as she takes you through all the basic techniques to create your very own necklaces, earrings and bracelets. You will learn a variety of skills, all of which will help you get started in jewellery making. During the course of the day, you'll get to have a backstage tour of the studios, meet the presenters and have a trip to our jewellery shop. The full course includes beading thread, a generous scoop of mixed gemstones, a 925 sterling silver findings pack, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments. All this for just £79.95. For details on course dates and availability, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Add to your collection with our Sculpey Clay Basics DVD, full of handy tips and hints for all levels. Join guest designer Debbie Bulford as she teaches us how to create basic canes, kaleidoscope canes, bead shapes and much more. To get your hands on a copy, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 655.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Add to your collection with our Wirework DVD, which is full of hints, tips and step-by-step instructions for all levels. Join guest designer Laura Binding as she takes you through how to create the Tree of Life, the herringbone weave and many more. To get your hands on a copy, phone our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you. Our standard delivery is now only £2.95 per day, regardless of how many pieces of jewellery are added to your order. Delivery takes between 4 to 6 working days, and if you want your jewellery quicker, simply speak to our call centre about our premium delivery service. If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2, or alternatively you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Jewellery Maker are proud to introduce Lisa Pavelka water slide transfers. These transfers are sure to enhance your silver and polymer clay designs. Each pack contains an extensive collection of images from Art Deco to symbols and nature print. These easy-to-use sheets will come with full instructions and tips for use. They are a great way to embellish all of your creations. Use alongside our border mould and textured stamps to add a different dimension to your clay creation. To view our full range of Lisa Pavelka products, visit our website.
Come and join the fun with guest designer Bea Morrison as she guides you through the basics of using gem art. During the course of the day, you will learn how to use the gem art kit, how to create different looks and effects, demonstrations on gluing and outlining, and how to create your own gem art piece. The full course includes a gem art kit and extra picture frame, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and a chance to meet the presenters, and take a visit to our Gemstone Museum. All of this for just £69.95. To book your place, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Add to your collection with our Memory Wire DVD, which is full of hints and tips and step-by-step instructions for all levels. Follow Lucy and Debbie as they take you through how to create bracelets, necklaces and rings using Memory Wire. To get your hands on a copy, phone our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
You can make your own jump rings using wire and your Jewellery Maker toolkit. Using your round nose pliers, wrap the wire around the handle. Remove the wire once you've made enough coils. Using your wire cutters, snip off any excess. Keeping in line with the end of the wire, make a sharp snip on each of the coils. Using your flat nose pliers, line both ends back together and this will give you your jump ring.
Come and join guest designer Laura Binding on our intermediate wirework course. The aim of the course is to enhance your wirework skills and take your designs to the next level. You will learn more advanced weaving and binding techniques, which you can incorporate into your jewellery. The full course includes a selection of gauges of wire, a generous scoop of mixed gemstones, a copy of the Wirework Tutorial DVD Edition 3, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and chance to meet the presenters, and a visit to our Gemstone Museum. All of this for just £79.95. To book your place, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
This is my favourite strand of the show so far, without a shadow of doubt. Look at it, it's amazing. You've got a really deep, intense, dark lustre to it, and then you've got a beautiful high sparkle as well. It's absolutely exquisite. Welcome to Jewellery Maker if you've just tuned in. Where the devil have you been? We're having a fabulous show with Debbie Bulford today, and we're going to be joining Debbie for some more sculpted polymer clay very shortly indeed. So, should we do your cracking price on these? Well, let's have a really good gander through them to begin with, because in fact, I just need some sizes and things, but if we bring in the graphics, is that all right, Carla? Thanks, I don't want to be like a diva. There we go. 24 by 18 millimetres each. And this, it's, you feel yourself getting absorbed into the gemstone. This is agate with the quartz. Now, agate and quartz grow typically either side by side or knitted together, which is why quite often you'll see druzy properties within agate, druzy properties within quartz. Now there's plenty have already gone on the website. I think you're going to be a little bit blown away by the price of these. If I was to say they're going to go definitely under £15, I think that's probably, you've probably got $14.95 in your head, haven't you? Just from price comparing to our other strands that we've got on the website. Maybe $12.95. Should we just shock you and do something fabulous? So we're looking at black agate with the blue quartz properties there, naturally attaching, linking on those mineral properties, working so beautifully together. You're going to get such a great deal on these today. And if you do love that combination of the gemstone image, then you're going to love another strand I've got up a little bit later as well. I really do think that these work so nicely with that agate that we showed to you earlier on in the show. They're going to work amazingly well with the black Sculpey clay as well. There's a lot of scope for mixing these in with what Sebi's going to be showing us today. This is brand new. The code is VPP048. 360 carats. They're going very quickly. So it's Speedy Gonzalez, Andre, arriba. £9.95. Free phone number 0800 644 655. There's an advert on TV at the moment with two guys, two Mexican guys, and I can't remember what it's advertising.
Mexico.
They've got the big sombreros on, and I can't remember what they're advertising. I can't remember. Anyway, one's my friend John Grecio, and he's the shorter one. That's the story. And he's the one who got me to perfect my ande, arriba accent. Yeah, that's perfect, Ollie. Got that? £9.95. You're working with perfection today. Oh, dearie me. Oh, it doesn't bode well, does it? Right, free phone number 0800 644 655. But to be honest, most of these are now flying out on the website on jewellerymaker.com. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you're checking out your baskets. Today is the day for stacking up. It's the first day of the weekend. Let's get these bargains in. Let's get shopping. I've got more for you tomorrow as well. You can get shopping. But I've got another strand on its way as well. But if you love that property of the quartz and the agate together, you are going to love the other strand I've got for you as well. And I do think there's scope for using the two together. These blue tones, just look at that. It's just, what's not coming across brilliantly on your TV screen is the sheer sparkle, but you will see that when you get that home. Just imagine that suspended chain as a pendant. With the 30-day money-back guarantee, you might as well get it home. Take advantage of that 30-day money-back guarantee, get it home and really look at it, and you will fall in love with that strand, and you'll probably think, why didn't I get more than one? $9.95, stunning, amazing value for money, beautiful gemstones measuring 24 by 18 millimeters each. I love that depth of that black, and think about that when we're looking about black polymer clay. Before I go over to Debbie, let me give you a heads up. I've got a wire bundle offer. We're going to do this very shortly. This is a 0.8, a 0.6, a 0.4, and a 0.25, and this is chartreuse. Oh, I haven't got my here. I don't know. Ollie, what's your French accent like? It's better than yours. All right, say chartreuse. No, you see. Do you know why? Because he's intimidated by my French accent. That'll be why. So the chartreuse, the antique bronze, the gorgeous deep blue, and then you've got that black as well. We were talking about black wire with something earlier. Oh, I was talking about black beading thread, wasn't I? So that's going to be coming up in a bundle offer for you shortly. Also coming up for you. Oh, that was well done, Lucy. Hey, my giddy aunt. We never did establish where giddy aunt came from, did we? No. E-by gun by ek. There's another one. We'll save that conversation for another day. And then this is very, 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 do you know what? This is, dare I just use the word, useful. This is a really useful 3-strand pack because you've got the natural green tones there, and if you're going to be looking to nature for inspiration, your green tones are always going to be present, and that's going to work beautifully. I've got another 3-strand pack here that's going to really knock your socks off, and Debbie, this has got you written all over it.
Oh, that's lovely.
Bronzite, smoky quartz, and shell. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, it's gorgeous.
That would work really nicely with the tiger's eye and pendant.
It would, wouldn't it? Yeah.
That's coming up later as well. I've got even more to bring to you. I've got all the Sculpey gloss and things. I've got loads. Oh, right, let's scoot over to Debbie. Debbie, what are we going to be learning now? What are we
going to be looking at the starter kit?
Water.
Looking at the starter kit. Oh, do you remember that scrap clay I had earlier?
Oh, you are kidding.
No, that's what I made into that. So scrap clay can look stunning. That's scrap clay I did earlier.
Yeah. Oh.
That I twisted together.
That I said looked like a dog with droopy eyes.
Yeah.
The image is not the piece of jewellery.
Yeah. I've now made it into hearts, okay? So that's the scrap clay.
Can you just turn that on the profile, Debbie, so we can see the thickness now? And because I want to know, how long would we bake that for?
Right, I would actually do 2 bakings. I don't like baking things for very long. I would probably bake that for 20 minutes at about 120, 130, take it out, let it cool, and if it still seems quite flexible, I cook it again. I mean, I cook my things sometimes 4, 5, 6 times. They can cook for nearly 2 hours sometimes.
And do it at 20-minute bursts of time?
Yeah, I'd rather do that. I'd rather do that than burn.
Yeah,
I'd rather do that than burn them, absolutely.
Okay, cool. That's the only thing that I am always a little bit uncertain on.
Yeah, I'd rather people, you know, not ruin their bits and pieces.
Right, we're going to launch the, it's not new, it's been seen before, but this is, and we have waited how long to have it back in stock?
Ages and ages and ages.
I think it's going to sell out again today, to be honest. Dare I say Christmas gift? Yeah,
absolutely.
What a brilliant Christmas idea for somebody, because if you know they're really into jewellery making, and you've bought it and they've got strands of beads, this is going to be an amazing, the reason I like this as a present for somebody is because once you've had the starter kit, it's probably the least expensive medium to continue.
Oh, it is, and also it makes the gemstones go further.
Yeah.
And it makes them lighter, because sometimes gemstones can be heavy.
Yeah.
And it can sometimes take that heaviness away. And also I use it a lot for tubes, to make tubes out of different colours, and I keep them in different jars, because I don't like gemstones at the back of the neck. It seems a bit of a waste of money to me, to put gemstones where you can. I tend to use the tubes of the different coloured clay and put them around the back of the neck.
So, and it's
useful.
And so once you've had the starter kit, to just keep replenishing stock, you can do it £2 a time. You know, it's not...
That's right.
It's a really affordable medium of jewellery making. So I think that this is a really great gift idea, because it's something, you know, if you set people off with silver clay, for example, for them to be able to continue their hobby, they've got to pay out a lot. Whereas this, £2 per pack.
And also, if you want to go into silver clay and copper clay, this is ideal to buy polymer clay, make up your designs in polymer clay first, and then when you've got your design sorted out, then put them into silver clay.
So, Debbie, starter kit. We've got everything here that we need to get started, funnily enough.
Yep. Okay,
so first of all, this is a grade 5 of plastic. We can store our Sculpey clay in here.
Absolutely, it's perfect, yes, for what we need. And in here we have got 2 pieces of acrylic, which are used for making lentil beads and flattening your clay, and this is just a protective cover.
Yeah, don't worry, that'll...
You leave your clay onto these acrylic sheets. Don't leave your designs on here, because these are not the plastic that your box is made of, and it will melt. If you leave something on here for a couple of days, you'll find it difficult to get off.
So it's okay to use it.
Yeah, but don't leave it sitting on it. Okay. So there's your 2 pieces of acrylic, which are really, really useful. Then we have your acrylic rod, which is like a rolling pin, which is perfect for rolling your clay out, and also for getting the creases and the joins out from your polymer clay. Then we have cutters. Now I've got them all lined up here, but I'll get them out. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the most important one.
I love that one for
is
cutting
this
out
little
bail.
one, because when I first started doing polymer clay a few years ago, you could not get a cutter this small. You used to have to cut up straws and then try and get the clay out of the straw, which is a nightmare. But these are perfect for making the holes for your pendants, to put cords and things through. It's perfect size. And don't forget the box costs quite a bit of money as well. So that comes in your box. And then with it, you've got your 3 blades. You've got your firm blade, you've got your flexible blade, and you have your ripple blade, and of course your protective cover. to pop them in. I would recommend that when you open these, especially if you've got somebody under 16 to supervise them, please, because they're very,
I actually
very
think I have to say
sharp.
under age 21.
Do
now.
you?
Yeah.
Okay, because they are, they're called that for a reason. They're really, really sharp. And I would probably put some nail varnish or something across the top, so you know that's where you pick them up. It is quite obvious to see there is a shiny edge to the blade, but they are very, very sharp, so just be careful.
Okay.
Okay, so that's that.
And then you also get, so you've got everything to get started, because you get the clay.
You do. You get one black and one white clay. Now, when I said earlier I used about a third of that big block, I didn't really know because I actually used 2 small blocks at home because I didn't have a big block.
Probably less than
So it's probably less than a third.
Probably not even a quarter.
No, so I used 2 black blocks at home rather than the big ones because that's all I had at the time. But these will just go on and on and on and on. Perfect.
Fab. Now you get everything. There is no other starter kit like this out on the market.
Nope.
For the price that we're doing it for, you just can't compare it. It's already going, and I think it's going to sell out. In fact, yeah, this will be a sellout today.
Not surprised.
Get ready for your price. I told you, it ain't going to break the bank. Everything you need to get started is £17.95, and you get clay. So the moment that you get this home, you can start. You don't need to get extras. Now, obviously, there are extras you can get, and we've got baking trays to show you later. And we haven't mentioned the sanders.
No, the one thing I haven't mentioned, actually, just reminded me, is these sanding pads. I'll go through this later on because we'll talk about the glazes as well, how to finish off your clay. But you've got 3 different sanding pads. You've got fine, super fine, and ultra fine. And these are for making your designs nice and smooth.
Fab.
Okay.
Fab, fab, fab. So everything that you're about to see Debbie using is included, including the clay. This is all the starter pack. So just to recap, you've got your storage box. This is the perfect type of plastic. You can store your sculpted clay in here. It can have contact. The clay doesn't need to be cooked. It can have contact, raw clay with this plastic, and it won't be affected. You've got your acrylic roller in there. You've got your 2 acrylic sheets that don't look so beautiful when they arrive, but that's just a protective film over there. The sanding pads there as well. You've got the black and the white clay. You've got your cutters, 7 cutters, which are, oh, there's my most useful ones on flying. And all the blades to cut as well. And a bit of a heads up that I think is a great idea that Debbie uses here on the show is pop to your local tile shop and buy a tile.
Yes. Go to your tile shop and say, have you got any tiles that have broken, and buy one out of a box, and they're about 20p.
Yeah.
If that, sometimes they'll give them to you.
I got one for 8p.
Did you?
Yeah, good. I wondered what the point was as well. I paid for it all in 1p's. Okay, so.
Right. Well, I'm going to show you, earlier we did a scrap clay cane, and I'm going to show you a kaleidoscope cane. For those that have seen it before, bear with me because we're looking for people that haven't done this before really. So I have got the scrap clay left over from what we made this morning. That's from the Skinner blend, and I did a striped cane, just put one colour on top of another, and I just literally just kept all the bits and pieces. That's the bit that I cut out from the pendant, and lots of bits and pieces. So I'm going to put them all together. And again, the reason I like this is because you've no idea what's going to come out at the end. It's brilliant. So I'm just going to
love it.
Literally just pile things on top of each other. Completely random. I've no idea what it's going to turn out like. Let's put a stripe there.
I get so excited.
Bit of calm down here.
I love it. I really love it.
So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to make it into a triangle. You can make this into a round. You can wrap it with black clay if you want to. It's up to you. And I've just been on a polymer clay weekend. Hello to everybody that was there. Alison, who organised it, thank you very much. It was fantastic. And on our table, we were doing a design, and we decided each one of us would do a different cane, and then we cut an inch off and give it to each other.
This is what a cane is.
This is what we're going to make, a cane. So we put all the different designs together and everyone made a pendant. So everybody's pendant was different, but I've got a memory for everybody that I was with.
Oh, how lovely.
So it's really nice actually that all the canes are different, but everyone I can think, oh yes, Ruth.
And that was all from scrap clay?
Yeah. And that's what comes out at the end. You can see there, it was literally scrap paper. Now if you put them together, you can decide how you want your design to look and make sure you put it right to the other end.
It's great, isn't it?
If I cut that in half again.
I love it.
And put that together. And cut it in half again. You always end up with a little hole in the middle.
You can do all of this when you get it home. You don't have to wait. This is what you can be doing the day it arrives, straight away.
normally get a little hole in the middle. I should have filled that really, but you can see how quick and easy. I'll make that sort of square or something. Just cut that in half so it's nice and crisp. And there is your
And that's from
skirt
scrap,
plate.
that's from leftovers.
And that's literally from leftovers. And I say earlier we did a scrap clay twist and that was from it as well. So don't think your scrap clay is scrap. You can make the most beautiful things out of your clay. You really can. Those fantastic designs.
Right, £17.95 on that starter kit. How are we doing? It's flying out. We've got a bit of a queue on the phone lines, but don't worry, we've got good stock available, good quantities available. We have, of course, got the repeat shows as well. So it's looking, if this trend continues, it possibly will sell out today. At £17.95. I wouldn't delay.
No.
And if you're thinking about, umming and ahhing about whether to go for it or not, the reality is you need this to get started.
I think the nice thing is that if you've got a family over Christmas, okay, you have to watch people who've got blades, but they don't necessarily need blades to do this sort of thing. Get everybody to do different colours, different designs, and put them all together, and you can make something to remind. Or if you have a beading group and you want to do polymer clay, everybody come along with something different, put them all together, and you can have something that's really special. It will always be unique.
That's a great idea, yeah. And that's the thing, it's every piece will be completely unique. You can get uniformity in your Sculpey clay, absolutely. But this is scraps and things, and it just goes to show. It's another reason why this is great value for money, this this medium, because there's never any waste. There's never a leftover.
Never, ever any waste. Nope, nope.
So it's just fab. We are going to join Debbie again before the end of the show to see some more polymer clay things, because we've got some more polymer clay products to show to you as well, because we've got the high gloss varnish, we've got the baking tray, etc, etc. But right, should we do that wire pack? Let's do that wire pack. Right, we're going to absolutely price smash it. Excuse me a second, this is my bottle of water, it's going everywhere with me today. It's so I can drink. Funnily enough, I know. Right. This wire bundle, you're going to get a brilliant saving. We've still got a little bit of a queue on the phone lines. We're only looking about a minute though on the phone lines, and we've definitely got stock available for that that starter kit for you. I'm thrilled to bits we've got it. And yeah, I'd just go for it, because we've got it in stock. How long have we been waiting for it? About 3 centuries. That's a long time. That's a long time. Right, this wire bundle we are going to do a ridiculous price on. Confirm it again for me, please, Carla. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. We're going to do it all for £5.95. Get dialing now, because you have got your 0.8, 10 metres of 0.8 wire. We are going to do all of this for £5.95 for the whole lot of the wire. There's no point dawdling. You might as well grab it on the phone lines now. So there's 10 metres of the 0.8. Now your 0.8 is great for making your structured pieces, it's great for making your ring shanks, and it's also great for making some of your findings. Even better for making your findings in terms of your earring findings. So you can make shepherd hooks that go through piercings very easily, is a 0.6, and you've got 10 metres of this beautiful, very regal royal blue. Look, £5.95, a brilliant saving on this for you today to get all of them. You've got the 4mm gauge. Now this is the antique bronze that I was saying. This colour, can you imagine using this with the tiger's iron pendant that we had before? Can you imagine using this alongside the bronzite that's coming up in that pack later? And we're looking at about 2 minutes on the phone lines, but don't worry, got plenty of this wire bundle available. Call now and you'll be answered in the order that you call in. It's a first come first served basis, so that's 0.4. And then finally, the chartreuse. Have you built up the nerve to say chartreuse on telly yet, Ollie? Or are you intimidated by my French accent? I think that's what it is. He's intimidated by my French accent. And you can see, look at that, because we're going to do this 3-strand pack in a couple of minutes with the chartreuse. Okay, we're looking at about a minute again, 2 minutes on the phone lines for your queue, worst case scenario. But again, answered in the order that you call in. It's £5.95 for the lot. I'm very much of the mindset that if something's at a low price and you're umming and ahhing about it, you've never given it a go before, it's a little bit like it's a sign, isn't it? It's that sign. Do you know what? I've been umming and ahhing about why I'm going to go for it. Now, this bundle is only available until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. After that, skaboosh. skaboosh. That's what will happen with this. I know. What did you just call me?
I did. I said, what are you on about?
Oh, you said, what am I on about? I'm like, I don't know. But it will not be available, is what I'm trying to say. 1 minute and 56 seconds now for the last person who's just called in. Once again, you'll be answered in the order that you call in. If you're on the website, please check out your baskets. Otherwise, you're going to be really cheesed off because it'll disappear out your basket because a phone, someone paying on the phone lines will have it. So, once again, you've got 10 metres at the 0.8, 10 metres at the 0.6, 10 metres at the 0.4, and 15 metres at the chartreuse 0.25. And the 0.25 will be really great. But you know, we had the text in earlier about when you make flowers out of beads, your beaded flower pendants, and they tip over. Debbie was really recommending that you then do it out of wire. It's just going to give you that sturdy look. And also the leaf technique that we were talking about on the Wall of Fame. Make it out of your wire, and it's less likely to need a heavy weight on it to get it completely flat overnight. It's beautiful. XWGC67. So that's still available, but we have got about a 2.5 minute wait now on the phone line. So still to come. Oh my goodness, got less than half an hour left. And we've got these, and they're just, whoa. What are they, Ollie?
Whoa.
You've just made Tracy's day doing that.
That was in my French accent.
That was in your French accent, was it? And you thought it was better than mine. Oh, I just think there's something about the French accent that is so sexy. And Ollie can't do it, Tracy. No, I haven't actually heard it. Do you speak any French, Ollie?
A little bit.
Do you? Oh, Tracy. Oh la la. I think I can speak French until I get to France. And then we go, oui, merci. You know, when you were abroad and you tried to speak language, you go, merci, oh, gracias. Any road. Right, these are going to be coming up for you shortly. This is agate and quartz once again. Stunning combination. Look, just oh. I think those bead caps would look lovely with this. Those gold bead caps. So they're going to be coming up a little bit later. That's our final brand new single strand of the show, but I've got lots of bundles. Which shall we go to? Let's do that green one. I've got another bundle I haven't even shown you properly yet that you're just going to salivate and palpitate over. Right, this will fly out in seconds. I would start really early. We're looking at fluorite, white quartz, and beautiful green banded agate. Now, there's something about this, and there's something about a green gemstone that when I first started making jewellery, I never used green. I never used green gemstones. I never used green because it's not a colour that I naturally sort of gravitated towards. And then I thought, do you know what, I'm going to try some green. Oh my word, it's the colour that you all need. We talk about need black and white, but green it makes sense as a backdrop. And the reason being, let's look to nature. Fluorite, white quartz and agate. 6mm on the fluorite, and they're perfectly highly polished and pure and round. 6mm on this stunning faceted agate, and when we facet a gemstone, it's to make it have even more sparkle, and it's just beautiful. And then this quartz here, now it's not the clearest of quartz, you can see that, but actually there's something very sort of, it's got a lovely character to it, hasn't it? And it's lovely, it's also like this sort of wintry, frosty white opposed to a clear sparkle. It's like an entrapped snowflake.
The wire would be good through that though.
Yeah, completely right. Ollie's just said what type of wire, Ollie?
Chartreuse.
Oh, check him out! Yeah, the chartreuse. I still think I say it better. The chartreuse wire that you've just got in that bundle would look beautiful going through that white quartz because you've got clarity there. Oh, look at that. And the black as well. Yeah, absolutely, definitely. And you could, because of the nature of that, actually, Oh, look at that banded agate with the blue backdrop. Okay, so it's a 3-strand pack on 0800 644 655. Your green gemstone is an essential. Your white gemstone, it goes without saying that it's an essential. $14.95 for all 3 strands, so it's working out less than £5 a strand. And look at the carat weights on here as well. We've got 120 carats of green fluorite, 90 carats of the green agate, and 220 carats of white quartz. 6mm on the green fluorite, 6mm on the green agate, and 18 by 13mm on those white quartz puffy drops. It's just a very, very, very versatile 3-strand pack because you can put anything with it, absolutely anything. If you think about delicate pinks, if you think about deep reds, if you think about blues, purples, other shades of greens, yellows, gold findings, silver findings, it's just going to work. It's going very quickly once again, and we are experiencing some high volumes of calls on the phone lines. Do stay where you are. We've still got some of the starter kits available at $17.95 for the polymer clay. I would get it whilst it's available because it's gonna go. And once it's gone, it's gone. Thank you. Ollie's praising me for my use of the English language today. I don't know if you've ever noticed here at Jewellery Maker, but we're not scripted. Do you think you can tell? I think it's really sleek and beautifully precise in the use of the English language. Should we do something else? Right, let's move on. What did you say it was?
Do you think it was bronzite?
I thought it was bronzite. I thought it's bronzite. Hang on. I still think it's bronzite. It's quartzite. Look at these. Oh. I tell you what, we've got an amazing... Can you knock a couple of pounds off, Carla? How's the margin? There we go, retailness. Oh yes, we can take it lower. She's taking it lower. Thank you very kindly. Yes. See, if you don't ask, you don't get. I am a stickler and a sucker for a bargain. So within this 3-strand pack, you can see you've got the most amazing faceted quartzite. 330 carats. 10 by 5mm each. Stunning faceted rondelles. And all I can say is I'd have sworn that was bronzite. So if you're after a bronzite look, get this quartzite strand. The most beautiful shell. And they're 12mm. And then look at the dinky nature of this spectacular quality smoky quartz. Beautifully, deeply rich in colour, and the clarity, and every single one has been hand faceted. Now, what do you reckon? Do you reckon $21.95 would be good?
Yes, my
Yeah?
goodness me, yes.
Do you think $21.95 would be good? Right, let's smash $21.95 out of the water. Let's give you an amazing price using the code MDGC08. It's brand new in today and it's $11.95. So that's actually ridiculously low, and you can afford to get this. And I do think at this time of year, this is an essential collection of colours, isn't it? Absolutely it is. And these are very Debbie Bulford. I can just see you making the most spectacular jewellery and wearing jewellery out of this 3-strand pack.
Oh, I would, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, yep. That colour combination makes sense. Remember, folks, as you're tuning in and as you're buying now, these are genuine gemstones. Beautiful, genuine gemstones. Did you just say I'm going to skip over to Debbie in a minute? You'll be lucky. I'll waddle. I ain't skipping anyway. You want me to do a forwards roll? I can't do a forwards roll. I can't do a forwards roll, I feel claustrophobic. I do, I get really claustrophobic. I've got to be honest.
Claustrophobic with yourself?
Yeah. Oh, I can't do a forwards roll. No. No. Claustrophobic. Oh, ah. No, I feel claustrophobic doing a forwards roll. £11.95. Look, when you've been trapped in a pothole when you're 11 on a school trip, you'll understand why you feel claustrophobic in very small. I was like, yeah, it's like being in almost a forwards roll shape when you're in a pothole. It caved in on us. Yeah, I was right behind my headmaster. What a situation to be in. Phone number 0800 644 655. Yeah, get claustrophobic doing a forwards roll. £11.95. Okay, just bear with us on the queues on the phone lines, folks. MD GC08. Right, where to next then, my lovely? Okay, we're going to go to another 3-strand pack because we are just bashing out the deals. We're bashing them out. Right, let's stop the music, please. Please, can you stop the music? You've probably got one of the best deals of a 3-strand pack I've seen in ages on this one. I don't know why I did that. And I shut my eyes. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, this is quartzite, how I know it. Looks very, very similar to jade, and it all comes under the umbrella within the jewellery industry of Chinese jade. What a gorgeous lavender hue. They're 18 by 13 millimeters each. And they're stunning. Again, beautifully faceted. And it's lovely to then have the same shape, different size, but the same shape of black agate. They're faceted drops at 12 by 8. So these are 18 by 13, and these are 12 by 8. These are amazing. I adore strand, and I truly believe that the price that we're going to be doing the whole 3-strand pack for, you'd be hard pushed to find this quality of agate anywhere else. They're multicoloured crackled agate, they're heart shapes, and they're 14 millimeters. They're saying they're heart shapes. Oh yeah. Just, I'd say they were more little drops, but you can manipulate them into hearts. If I tip them that way, you could really emphasise that with a little wire surround. You could get a 0.25 wire, gizmo it, and make a really lovely frame. You know how Debbie did with a pendant in the final new kit she had, and did a frame for one of those agates with the gizmo? That could work really nicely. And look at that multitude of colours in that multicolour strand. Right, let's do it then. We've got lots of people on the phone lines waiting for the price on this. And I'm sure lots of you, oh well, you're already grabbing it on the website. You can see the price, SFGC65, and I do believe the overall price would be great just for this strand. It's on a first come, first served basis. $12.95. $12.95. You've got a huge carat weight here, which is 400, 560, 660, 730 carats. 730 carats. Now we are experiencing some high volumes of calls, so do bear with us on the phone lines with the queues there. We will answer your call in the order that you call in, I swear to you. You can avoid queues, of course, by shopping on the website on jewellerymaker.com. If you've never shopped on there before, it's ever so easy to do. Even I can do it, and I'm a technophobe of the highest degree. My nan's better on the computer than I am. So £12.95, and she's only been, yeah, she's a whiz on the internet. Yeah, all right, Dinkster. I know you still want to meet the Dinkster, don't you? She might be watching today. She's like, oh, Lucy. Hi, Dink. £12.95. and 95 pence for all 3 strands. So this is the rainbow collection, giving you multicoloured agate drops, black agate faceted drops, and purple quartzite faceted drops. Now there is a bit of a queue there. Do bear with us. Thank you so much for your patience on the phone lines, and we will be with you as soon as possible. Okay, do you know what shall we... Shall we do the polymer bits with Debbie first and then do our strand as our final piece of the show? Shall we do that? Is that being a bit... Am I being a diva? Shall I take all of this over?
Can I get some?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm used to shopping when I have to carry lots, you see. I'm quite ambidextrous with my hands because I'm used to, yeah, shopping. Hello, hello. I'm sorry. I am sorry for the gobbledygook that's come out of my mouth today. And I'm blaming my husband because he woke me up at 4 o'clock to come to work.
Right then.
Right then.
Right then.
Right, chickadee. What are we on to now?
Right. First of all, we shall talk about these. Really important.
Okay.
Polymer clay is porous, so it will soak up dyes.
Right.
Food dyes and that sort of thing, food colours. So do put some type of glaze onto your polymer clay. Don't be tempted to use nail varnish because it will just become a mushy mess in about a week. It will eat into the plasticizers. So
I was just
you
about
need
to ask
to
that.
use. No, you can't do that. So do use the proper Sculpey clay gloss or satin varnish.
So we're going to do the gloss first, and then we've got the satin varnish next. What's the difference with the looks that we're going to get from each?
Okay,
I just suppose like when you're actually
that I
doing
did.
gloss paint.
Okay, before we get there, can I just talk about sanding?
Yes, of course you can.
These sanding pads that you get in the starter kit are wet, dry sanding pads. They are not dry sanding pads. They're lovely and squidgy and foamy because it's nice to hold with your fingers, because normally sanding paper sort of hurts your fingers really.
Yeah.
Almost take all, well, I have taken all my nails off last week sanding. But these foam pads are lovely to hold. They're very, very good, and they last and last and last, and you can wash them over and over again. But they are to be used in water. So I would get a foil tray or a plastic tray, fill it slightly with water, get to your bead, whatever it may be, your bead, put them both in the water with your sanding pad, rub on your bead and put them back in.
So even though the Sculpey clay is porous, it's fine to dip it in water?
Yes. Oh yes,
okay.
absolutely. So keep sanding until you get it nice and smooth, and start with the coarsest grit up to the finest grit, and you will see a real change. You'll feel it, and it will feel really, really silky. Okay.
It's like when you're buffing your nails, it's the same sort of process, isn't
absolutely.
it?
And then either use a piece of denim or a rough cloth just to buff that and get rid of all of the particles that are on your clay.
That's funny actually, because when I came to see you doing the course the other week, you're like, who's got a pair of jeans on? I can buff
doing
this
it to Claire.
tendon.
Yeah. Borrowing people's legs. But yes, you buff the final piece just to get all the particles off that have dried from doing the sanding, and then put some gloss or satin varnish.
So we've got the gloss on your screens now. That's the satin. So this is the gloss glaze. You're going to get 13 mil in there, and it's only $4.75. Now, how long is that going to last us, Debbie?
Oh gosh,
one of
ages.
those.
I've had mine for 18 months.
Wow, you make a lot of jewellery.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's going to last years, isn't it? So it hasn't got a use-by date or anything.
No.
Or brilliant. So really, in that case, it's a great investment. So that is the gloss. So if you're wanting something very glossy, funnily enough.
Now I used the satin just on the triangles and left the rest matte. Because a necklace, you're not necessarily going to be dipping into food colours and things like that, are you? Really?
It depends if you're me or not.
Bracelets, I would probably cover the lot. But I put the satin varnish onto the triangles.
Because they're the bits that are going to touch your skin and things, aren't they?
Yes, but I just wanted them to be highlighted, really. This one has got gloss on it. Now, you can make them look like glass, but I put gloss on and then immediately rubbed over with my finger because I didn't want it to be mega glossy. It just takes the shine off it, because you can get these to look like glass. You really can with the gloss varnish.
Wow.
Have a real sheen to it.
So that's at $4.75.
That's really good value, actually.
Yeah,
Very
again,
good.
price compare. Price compare. It's a great price at $4.75.
Really good.
We're now going to change those details and bring in,
sorry.
We're just now going to bring in the satin. Okay.
Right.
Sorry, that's the satin on your screen now at £4.75. Both the same price. We've got the gloss and we've got the satin. Okay, so what other bits and pieces have I brought over here then? We've got the baking tray.
Baking tray is important if you're going to be doing your own baking in your own oven. I have a camping oven that I use, but you can use your own oven, and I would recommend that you have an old baking tray or something and pop either a tray such as this or a foil dish, depending what you want to bake in. Once you've got one of these, you'll wonder how you cope without them.
I'm just going to give Carla the code on this. Sorry, Debbie. UUCR14.
I would pop this inside an old baking tray and then put a tent of foil over the old baking tray, just in case you burn. No toxic fumes. It's just like if you burn toast, it's just not very nice. You get fumes in your house and it doesn't smell very nice. Yeah. And if you've got your normal oven and not a camping oven, no, not toxic at all, absolutely not. My camping oven has a timer, it switches itself off, but it's very easy in your own oven to forget it and walk away.
Yeah.
You've also got a large sheet of acrylic, which is good for making bangles and making long logs of clay. And you've also got pins. These are very, very sharp and very expensive to buy, actually, singularly. If you buy a pack of these are about £7. Ridiculously so.
Price is coming up on your screen for the whole lot here. £7.95, and you'd be looking at just £7 just for those long pins elsewhere. So you get the tray, you've got that big piece of acrylic, which I use probably more than my little pieces as well.
Yes, I do actually.
Because I like to make really long canes out of all the scrap, and then I roll them and roll them. So that's a really long piece of acrylic. You get the whole lot, so you get a little container full of all your pins, and it's like, I think it looks like you're lining up kebabs. But you'll put your Sculpey Clay beads on there, line them up and cook them through. So we need to move on to something else. So take down the code UUCR14, and the final thing Sculpey Clay wise will be the cutters.
These cutters are just, I don't know how they do them in this price, are just ridiculous. There are rounds, there are stars, there are hearts, there are flowers, and these I think are most useful to do petals or for price tags. They're like little, I'll put them on their side, there you go, that sort of shape. But they are absolutely gorgeous. Very good quality. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sizes of each shape. 5 sizes of each shape. I would really recommend that you get these really quickly because they fly out. There's a pack of 25 of them, and they're £5.95 for 25 of them. And like Debbie said, they're really hard to come by at that price. They're really, trust us. And you know what? You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you find it cheaper anywhere, I'll sell it, send it back, and we'll give you a full refund. But I guarantee you won't.
There you go. The code is VCZX34. So we're just going to go to Debbie very briefly. I have got that other strand to launch for you. In fact, shall I launch it now and then the details are on screen? Sorry, Debbie, I just know that we've got people calling in for this. So it is an amazing strand. It's the piece de resistance of the show, and it's exquisite agate and quartz, and it's going to work so beautifully with the black clay as well. And the
like cognac colours, isn't it? It's just very nice.
They look good enough to eat, please don't. Now they are quite sizable as well, and they are 39mm. That's almost a 4cm drop. And if you just think again with the designs that Debbie's been doing, chain out of the top to form around the necklace, lots of tassels underneath coming through the other end.
Very nice.
One of those, they come with approximately 9 on the strand, giving you a guaranteed minimum weight of 640 carats. You're going to be blown away by this. It's our final new strand of the show, and your code is VVP099, brand new in. They're only £9.95 for you today. This is amazing value for money. That's lower than we thought we were going. That's much lower than we thought. I was like, we didn't discuss this earlier because our other ones are a bit smaller at a higher price than that. So this really is a great price. Oops. Amazing value for money. Amazing, amazing, amazing.
Beautiful.
So sorry to have rushed those through, but I desperately wanted to have some final moments with Debbie. So what are you showing to us, Debbie?
Well, I've done this before, I know, but everybody likes to see this. Just cut some rounds of clay, lots of different colours. I've only got 3 colours here because that's all I've got in the studio.
So the blue, the white and the black.
The blue, the white, the black, and I've just cut rounds from there, okay?
They'd look gorgeous with that other strand of the agate and quartz we did.
I thought the same. I've just done the square, and I know you've seen me do this before, but I know I only have a couple of minutes, so it's just easy to do, really. So, this is going to squeal, I'm very sorry. Just quickly push it out of the machine.
Everybody's dogs are going bonkers.
Yeah. that in half, and I'm just going to make a quick cane out of this.
This is a great way of getting symmetry as well, because you know what you're going to get, more so when you've than when you're doing your scrap.
That's right. Turn it over. And there you've got a really lovely cane. Can you see that? Of all the different colours.
Yes.
Really, really quick.
Can.
Now, one technique which I thought would be quite pretty for Christmas, for people doing craft fairs, and take 2 seconds, I promise. Pop some onto some clay.
Do you know, it's just one of those tiny little squares.
Yes, there's a little tag or something.
No, just little stud earrings.
Yeah, it could
so
do.
pretty.
Cut out one of your circles, okay? And then twist it in on itself. You need to do this with like thicker black clay, really.
So you just put those in the backdrop of the black clay. Oh my word!
Now this needs to be a lot thinner actually, and if you did little pretty patterns and you did the outside of one colour and the inside of another, you can do things that look like fuchsias. The black needs to come over a little bit further on the front, but can you see what I mean? Little flowers.
They are beautiful.
Those little earrings. You know how quick and easy was that? You could do loads out of. You could do lots out of this.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Okay.
So the extruder has got lots and lots and lots of different of the shapes that you can then push the clay through, so you can get achieve loads of different looks. Stunning, absolutely stunning, Debbie. Have we got a chance for a quick demo on something else very, very quickly?
Yep. I've got here a different shape in this extruder. It's just more squeals. This is just a rectangle.
Oh yeah.
Okay, a rectangle.
I've not seen that one in action yet.
Right, well here's a pendant that we did earlier out of the kaleidoscope. And it's nice to put around.
Oh, isn't that? Yeah.
How neat does that look with putting a surround around it?
Really does.
So have a look through your extruder and have a look at the different shapes, because there are some fabulous. That's how I did the rings, just out of a wider rectangle, and that just finishes it off. It just gives you a bezel to your design.
That's gorgeous.
Easy peasy. And you can also, you know, swirl these up and make this as a connector to a necklace. You know, if I swirl that, you could do loads of those and then do them as a necklace. See, lots of coils.
Absolutely beautiful.
Or have that as the bail if you wanted to. Oh, you just need to sit down and have a day to play with something like this.
Play.
With every single design.
And I don't know if we've got any of that amazing Jubilee pack remaining, but it was working out less than £1.50 a pack. Yeah. It's $11.95
really
for 8 of them. So those, you know, when it's such a low price, just grab a couple of those packs and play all day. That's a lot of entertainment for a couple of pounds.
I really do.
Yeah.
I lose hours and hours and hours.
It's gorgeous, beautiful Christmas present as well. We've just had another couple of texts in. Excuse me. Chrissy in Oxfordshire. Hello, Sue and Debbie. Hello, Chrissy and all at JM. I just had to text to say how fab show as always. Thank you. But our whole family is full of lurgy, sick bugs. Oh no. Postie's just delivered my Gems of Distinction Aquamarine strands. It's so beautiful. Just had to kiss it. I'm so glad. Now grinning from ear to ear. Poorly or not, I'm off to make something beautiful. Thank you, Chrissy in Oxfordshire. Chrissy, thank you for your text message. And we're sending you lots of love and get well wishes. There's lots of lurgies around. It's that time of year.
I know, it is,
Getting a bit damp, isn't it? Getting a bit damp and cold. Thank you very much for your patience on the phone lines. We are aware of the queues and we'll be with you as soon as we possibly can. So you'll be answered in the order that you call in. Debbie, you're a legend. Thank you. We'll see you very soon. I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Enjoy the late show. Bye for now. Bye.
You can watch Jewellery Maker live every day from 9 till 1 on Sky 655, Virgin 756 or FreeSat 807. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new jewellery maker hobby.
The early bird catches the worm. Don't miss out on your chance to grab our amazing early bird offers at 9 AM on weekday mornings. Catch them while you can. There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show